jazz in my band.
They say Diet Coke is a mom's drink. Well, you copied her jeans, her spin, her shoes, her scrunchie, and whether you realize it or not, her music. Now, copy her drink. Drink what your mama gave you.
Hey, honey, can I help you with this? Today tastes like staying in. And it never tasted this good.
All right, Little Caesar's Crazy Puffs. Whoa!
Is this little Becky?
Birthday cake comes in. It is so cute. My dad's eating Crazy Puffs again. Don't ask.
Whoa. Have you tried the new bacon ones?
There are bacon ones?
Pizza.
Join us at the W.O. Benjamin Fine Arts Auditorium for an Evening of the Arts Thursday night at 7 p.m. Admission is $10 and will include an evening of entertainment from the chamber singers, jazz band, small ensembles groups, center stage, and a live art demonstration. A Steinway piano will also be on display for the event and throughout the rest of the month. There will be a pre-event social with refreshments starting at 6 p.m. Tickets are available at iccms.edu/arts. That's the Evening of the Arts, Thursday night, 7 p.m., with a pre-event social starting at 6 p.m. at the W.O. Benjamin Fine Arts Auditorium on the Fulton campus.
When injury knocks you out, Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi will be there for you every step of the way. We are here to get you back in the game, back in motion, back to your life. Our elite team of orthopedic specialists will work side by side with you, educating you about your treatment plan, utilizing advanced technology, and providing you with a successful path to recovery. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi. We will get you back.
It's the Fast Break Sports Show that starts your day. Mississippi Sports Today, Tuesday through Friday at 9. And if you don't catch it at 9, the MST podcast is on wherever you listen, with a team of hosts like no other.
For the folks that are listening, I mean, yeah, there is egg salad, but Drew is bringing like a refrigerated, like a pack. So
it's going to be refrigerated.
Egg salad,
yeah.
24-hour egg salad.
Yeah.
We're dropping like flies.
Join Craig and the guys for Mississippi Sports Today on Super Talk 1019.
Guaranty Bank, formerly known as First American National Bank, is a proud supporter of ICC Athletics. Visit gbtonline.com. Guaranty Bank, we're more than a bank, we're a community.
When I think of ICC, I think about home.
The moment I stepped on campus, I knew it was a perfect fit.
It helped me find my true self.
It has opened doors for me that I didn't even know existed.
Everyone here wants you to succeed.
I was able to get involved here and make a real difference.
I've met my closest friends here.
There's something for everyone to be involved with.
I've gained skills to succeed in the workforce.
It's been the best experience.
Another great Saturday of college football.
You're always pushing yourself. There's no time to rest. You keep moving forward. The only thing better than your last accomplishment is your next.
What's next? What's next?
What's next?
So, Allie, what's next?
I guess we'll see.
Find a bank that's as excited about your future as you are. A bank that asks,
what's next?
Renaissance Bank. Understanding you.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Game 3 this evening here in Fulton as the coaches are meeting at home plate. ICC getting set to take on East Central. East Central, the number 2 team in the country, coming off a 5-2 loss to Holmes. ICC picked up an 8-2 win over Holmes to start the day. And, Brad, I tell you what, since the coaches are just pontificating out there for quite a while, let's just go ahead and give today's Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works starting lineups.
Okay, man, need a little help on the East Central side. Don't know a lot of these names. Got leading off, be Ryan Nelson, be playing second. Batting second, be Pablo Roque, thank you, be the DH. Batting third, be Barrett Rogers at first. Batting in the cleanup spot, be Jaden Adcox, be behind the plate. Batting fifth, be Nick Arner in left. Batting sixth will be Landon Moore out in right field. Batting seventh will be J.L. Lewis at third base. Batting eighth will be Langston Cotton at short. Batting ninth will be Eli Smith out in center field. And on the mound for East Central will be Marvin Lacano. Thank you.
And that is the starting lineup there for your 14-4 East Central Warriors. And now for your 12-5 ICC Indians. ICC and Coke, now that's a winning combination. And Coach Rick Collier hopes he's still got that winning combination put together here for the nightcap.
Leading off will be Jude Treadaway at second. Batting second will be Bryson Jackson, who will be behind the plate catching. Batting third, Evan McCarthy out in right field with cleanup. Will be Stone Collier, who will be DHing. Batting fifth will be Madden Butler at first. Batting sixth will be Reed Kent at short. Batting seventh will be Houston Green out in center field. Eighth will be Hank Stallmaker out in left field. And batting ninth will be Jarrett Morris, who will be playing third. Pitching on the mound today for the Indians for Game 2 for the Indians will be Tyler Yearwood.
Yearwood taking his final warm-up toss there, as let's hear a real quick word from Guaranteed Bank and come back to that first pitch here from Fulton.
Guaranteed Bank, formerly known as First American National Bank, is a proud supporter of ICC athletics. Visit gbtonline.com. Guaranteed Bank, we're more than a bank, we're a community.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we're getting set for that Guaranteed Bank opening pitch here. And it comes your way at 6:03. It's a 6:03 not First American National Bank. That's what they used to be called. They're now called Guaranteed Bank right here in Fulton. That pitch went for a ball. That one fouled off, and now the count is 1-1.
Yeah, Yearwood took something off that second pitch right there, and kind of out in front was Nelson. So that did bring strike one, as you mentioned, 1-1 count there. And I'll kind of go over some of Yearwood stats here shortly. Oh.
That pitch up high for a ball.
All right. Yearwood got a 2.40 ERA coming in today. Got a 2 wins, no losses, 5 appearances on the year. 15 innings pitched as that pitch is fouled off for strike 2, 2-2 count. 15 innings pitched, giving up 10 hits, 4 runs, 16 walks to 21 Ks.
Those stats being brought to you by the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi. That pitch missing low and outside for a ball, so 3-1 now is the count here to the second baseman, Nelson. And missing there. Looked like a pretty good pitch, so that'll be a leadoff walk to start the contest here. I'll tell you what, East Central, they had a chance to rally late. They actually came back and tied the game. I said it was 5-2, but it's actually 5-3 was that final. They had the tying run on base, actually the winning run at the plate there in the bottom of the 7th, but just couldn't cash in. And so Holmes picked up the win over the number 2 team in the country.
Going to get there easy. The ball gets to the backstop, gets away from Stone.
And thought about heading to third, but instead it will stay there. So Nelson with the stolen base, and you got to feel like East Central, after dropping that earlier, they only had a few hits, and they came late in the game. So want to come out and see if they get a hot start here.
Yeah, I mean, not wasting any time there. And normally, you kind of watch and get a few pitches down, where you can kind of gauge, that pitcher's move to home plate and all that. And apparently Nelson felt good enough and did a great job, got a good jump there, and got a stolen base off pitch number 1 that he saw.
So Yearwood getting set to deliver the pitch here, and he hit him.
Right, good.
So not an ideal start to the contest here if you're an Indian fan. Hit by pitch there, and now runners on first and second. And this is going to be the first baseman, Rogers, coming to the plate here
for the Warriors. No outs. Runners on first and second, top of the first. This game is scheduled for 9 innings. We found that out halfway through the game before this one. So, so sit back, grab an ice cold Coke, and enjoy an evening of baseball with us here on the ICC Sports Network. That pitch in there for a strike. This is Rogers at the plate.
Rogers, now these statistics that I look at, will call out, do not include the game that they previously played against Holmes a few minutes ago. So Rogers come into the day with a 362 batting average as he fouls that one off down the first base line, and does have 58 at bats, got 21 hits, does have 3 home runs on the year as well with 19 RBIs.
So 0-2 is the count here on Rogers. Runners on first and second with no outs here in the top of the first, East Central and ICC. In the nightcap of part of this triple header today in Fulton. That pitch missing outside for a ball. If you join us from the opening pitch till now, thank you. You've had a pretty eventful day as taking in some baseball here from Fulton. Some of the fans have been here since the opening part of the day, and they are probably frozen to the seats is the reason why they're not able to get up.
Very possible. Cuts on that one. That one's kind of sliced out into left center. Left fielder grabs it, keeps the runner from tagging.
So that will be 1 out now. As nice job there to get the first out of the inning as that one flies out to Stallnaker for out number 1. Runners unable to advance after he did a good job of quickly getting that ball back into the infield. This will be the catcher, Adcox, coming to the plate here, batting in that 4th spot. 1 away here in the top of the first, no score. Yearwood on the heel here for the Indians. Gonna look the runner back to second. There is no throw.
Yeah, 1 out. Of course, previously back to the previous at bat there with Rogers, if anything fly ball, they really would hoped it would be on the out right field there to advance the runner so he could tag, but just not long enough to get him to tag as that's ball 1 here to Adcox in his first pitch from Yearwood.
So 1-0 is the count. 1 out. Runners on first and second here for the Warriors of East Central. That pitch missing low. 2-0 now is the count. We do want to say a special hello to those that are watching in favor of East Central. Thank you for tuning in tonight, and also welcome those that normally watch here on the ICC Sports Network, part of the ICC family. Appreciate you guys tuning in as well. 2-0 is the count here to Adcox. Snap throw to first is not in time. Also want to give a shout out to Larry Reed, the SID down at East Central. If you guys see him out and about at a ball game, be sure and tell him thank you for all the work he does. And what a better way to thank somebody than buying him a nice cold ice Coke. As that pitch missing outside, 3-0 now is the count. Brad Yearwood just a little bit of trouble locating here early on.
Yeah, definitely. Not what you want to see, and you're, coming out here in the first inning, especially against East Central. Not that you want to see with any team, but against the number 2 ranked team, you don't want to see that as he thought he had. I think Adcox thought he had ball 4 there, and umpire called it strike 1, so he got a 3-1 count here. But you got to battle back. If you're Yearwood, you got to put that behind you. You do have 1 out here, and you still do have a double play situation to get you out of the inning.
So waiting the 3-1 offering here. That one across for a strike. Nice job by Yearwood. Battle back and force the count to go full here. 3-2 is the count. Runners on first and second here for the Warriors. 1 out in the top of the first. No score between ICC and East Central. Yearwood's pitch. Outside for a ball. And now it'll be bases loaded. And so a walk hit by pitch. Fly ball to left with 1 out, and now a walk loads the bases here. And this is a team that's got some pop in their bats, so you got to be careful, as this will be the left fielder, Ardner, coming to the plate. So bases full here. Ducks on the pond, as they say, being brought to you by Samstown Market and Manatachee. There's going to be a flare out to the right side, and it's just foul.
Well, if I got down right there, that was going to be definite trouble because it was going to be on that right field line out there. Definite extra bases and a run scored.
Yeah, probably would have cleared the bases. They've got pretty good speed out there. If not, for sure would have scored 2 in that situation. So nothing but a long, exciting strike on that one. So Arner at the plate. Indians still would love to find that Little Caesars double play to get out of this inning with no damage done. East Central would like to get that merry-go-round spinning here early. Top of the first. No score, Yearwood on the hill. 0-1 is the count. That one right down there for a strike. 0-2 now is the count here to Arner.
Yeah, brought a different pitch there. 0-2 count now. So excellent job so far at this for against Arner for Yearwood. Good start there. Need this out right here. A big K right here would be nice.
So Yearwood sets to deliver, and that one missing low and outside. Not a bad spot to miss when you got a pitch to burn. Just couldn't get him to chase one there.
Yeah, that's exactly right. That's what that was set up to do, was trying to get him to chase something and get him to K there, and he had good patience. Arner did, and unable to chase it. So ball 1-1-2.
That pitch low and outside. Good job by, I believe that's Collier. No, that's Jackson. Catching. Jackson and Collier switched back and forth in game, so Jackson doing a good job of getting out in front of that one to not let it get by. 2-2 now is the count here on Arner. And another one that's missing low and outside. 3-2 now is the count, so couldn't get him to chase any of those.
Yeah, basically the replica pitches right there, all 3 of them, and of course all 3 of them called balls. And again, Arner did a good job of taking all 3, runs the count to full.
Got to be really careful here. This one's going to be ripped, and that's going to be down the line. This should score 2. 1 run will score, 2 runs will score, and that will be an RBI single to give East Central the 2-0 lead.
Yeah, sitting on that pitch right there, was on the inner half part of the plate, able to get those hands out there in front, drive that down the left field line down there. Good hit right there by Arner, drove in 2 runs. Still got a runner in scoring position, so you now got a runner at second, and that was a single for Arner. So 2 RBI single.
So a clutch hit there, pushes across 2. Still 1 out in the inning, as Brad mentioned. This pitch runs inside. It's a ball, as this is Moore at the plate. He's the 6th batter of the inning. So this is the start to the contest you were looking for if you're East Central, not so much if you're ICC.
Definitely not if you're ICC, but yes, East Central, you want to put the pressure on at the beginning, and as that's ball 2 right there. Of course, there again, and that was a good clean hit by Arner, but you also, if you're, ICC had three walks there. Out of the first 5 batters, three walks. We put them on ourselves, and that's going to be another one.
So the second hit batter of the inning will load the bases once again here for East Central. And it's only been 1 hit so far in this inning for East Central, and I'm going to come out and have a little quick conversation with Yearwood on the mound. What they're doing that, let's hear from Guaranteed Bank and be back with more right after this.
Guaranteed Bank, formerly known as First American National Bank, is a proud supporter of ICC athletics. Visit gbtonline.com. Guaranteed Bank, we're more than a bank, we're a community.
Welcome back. Don't look like ICC is going to make any changes here, as the umpire is going to walk up and break up that meeting on the mound, as that was Coach McCrory coming out to talk to Yearwood, and really just needs to kind of get him settled down and get refocused here, as for the second time this inning, the Warriors have loaded the bases. They've already up in this one 2-0. There is only 1 out. ICC was still looking for that Little Caesars double play to get out of this inning here with minimum damage done. East Central, however, wants to keep things going in their favor. This is Lewis, the 3rd baseman. And that pitch outside for a ball. Indians already have someone up in the bullpen getting loose.
Yeah, and they just set him out there. Of course, it's a night like this. It can take a little longer to get loose, but that's going to be a strike right there, 1-1 count. Glad he found it there. It's tough, and finding that strike zone. And if you get in that situation to where you feel like you're in quicksand out there, and So it's hard to find it back, and hopefully he does. That's going to be, strike two, 1-2.
Nice job coming back and finding that corner. 1-2 now is the count here on Lewis. Bases loaded here with one out in the top of the first. 2-0. East Central with the lead here in the nightcap. And this one popped up center field, going back on the run and can't make the play. And this is going to score two more. And East Central comes up with that clutch double over the head of the center fielder. Just good piece of hitting right there, Brad.
Yeah, it was. I mean, he just took the ball basically back where it came from, except drove it deep in center field and was able to hit it over the head of Houston Green out there in center. And so drove it deep, 2 runs in, still only 1 out here in the inning, and now you got runners at second, third because that was a double.
So now this will be Cotton, the shortstop, coming to the plate. Takes that pitch for a ball. So, we always talk about it's tough when you give that leadoff walk. Usually comes back and haunts you. Well, it did there. Then ICC also hit a batter and then walked another one. All 3 of those runs have scored here in the top of the first. That pitch finds the corner for a strike. 1-1 now is the count here to Cotton.
Yeah, you lead off walk, but you had a lead off walk, you had a walk to final depth, then you flew out, and then you had another walk, and then you gave up a hit, and then you had another walk on top of it. So, yes, it's tough on the leadoff walk, but if you keep continuing down that path where it just spirals out of control, where that's strike 2, the walks are going to hurt you eventually. They're going to come back to haunt you. That's what's happened here to the Indians. That's what's produced a 4-run inning for East Central.
So 1-2 now is the count. 1 out. Runners on second and third here for the Warriors. Yearwood's pitch is in there for strike 3. Clutch Renaissance Bank strikeout there, the first of the game for Yearwood. Renaissance Bank, they are the bank that understands you. Find out why by visiting RenaissanceBank.com.
Yeah, that was big time to come back and get that K right there, get the second out of the inning, especially with runners at second and third. Now he's coming back and he's got strike 1, getting ahead here of Eli Smith, the number 9 batter, because this is they're going to bat through the whole lineup here in inning number 1.
So 0-1 is the count. This is Smith. As that pitch missing up, 1-1 now is the count. Runner still on second and third with 2 away now. ICC looking to find the exit in this inning here. Yearwood with a 1-1 count delivers. And that one's going to miss low. 2-1 now is the count.
Not bad placement right there by Yearwood. Just didn't draw a swing. Good eye there by Eli Smith.
So waiting the 2-1 offering here. Swung on and missed for strike 2. 2-2 now is the count.
Able to catch up with that one. So ICC hopefully here with a good opportunity to get out of the inning here with maybe only 4 runs scored.
So waiting the 2-2 offering here from Yearwood. Pitch on its way, and this one hit. It's going to find its way through, and that's going to put another run on the board. Is it going to put another 2 spot? Yes, it is. And another clutch hit there for East Central.
Yeah, breaking ball kind of hung up right there, and so Smith found it, did a good job of turning on it, grounding it in between first and second, got the clean single out of it. That does clear all the others off. So like you said, 2 other runs scored. So that's a 2 RBI single now for Smith, and now we're back to the top with Nelson.
Nelson waltzed, stole a base, and scored a run to start this inning. And that pitch is up high for a ball. Well, this is not how you want to start a ball game against the number 2 team in the country.
Now, and you look up there, you get 6 runs and 3 hits.
Mm-hmm. Breaking pitch, and that one's up high.
Get that down.
Got to get that
down. Got to get that down a little bit. I'm afraid so there could definitely be some detrimental damage driving that thing out of here if you don't get that pitch down.
That pitch up even higher, 3-0 now, is the count here to Nelson. So it was a 2-run single by Arner, a 2-run double by Lewis, and a 2-run single by Smith. And that's where we're at right now in this 6-0 contest here in the top of the first. That pitch finds the corner for a strike. So he was taking the whole way that time. 3-1 now is the count. And that one's going to be strike 2. as Nelson was almost all the way halfway down to first that time, and I'm going to say the umpire kind of gave us a friendly strike there, as that one did look a little up compared to some of the other strikes he's called.
It did. The second time that's happened this inning. It happened a little earlier, too. Yes, I agree with you.
So waiting the 3-2 offering here, and now he'll walk him. Yeah. So it'll be runners on first and second. Second time Nelson's been walked this inning.
And now you're going to the bullpen.
Well, that's going to, unfortunately, not be the start that Yearwood was looking for, as Coach Collier will make a walk out to the mound. Let's take a timeout and be back with more right after this.
Guaranty Bank, formerly known as First American National Bank, is a proud supporter of ICC athletics. Visit gbtonline.com. Guaranty Bank, we're more than a bank, we're a community.
When injury knocks you out, Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi will be there for you every step of the way. We are here to get you back in the game, back in motion, back to your life. Our elite team of orthopedic specialists will work side by side with you, educating you about your treatment plan, utilizing advanced technology, and providing you with a successful path to recovery. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, we will get you back.
Keep watching. Okay, where's the remote?
Ugh, it's under her arm.
I'm gonna go for it.
So close.
Oh, maybe he can get it. Guess not.
I mean, can you blame him? We're delicious.
Delicious and sugar-free.
Delicious and caffeine-free. Yep. Anyway, about that remote.
Another great Saturday of college football.
You're always pushing yourself. There's no time to rest. You keep moving forward. The only thing better than your last accomplishment is your next.
What's next? What's next?
What's next?
So, Allie, what's next?
I guess we'll see.
Find a bank that's as excited about your future as you are. A bank that asks,
what's next?
Renaissance Bank. Understanding you.
Are you looking for a place
that creates lifelong friendships?
A place that feels like home.
A place that drives you to new opportunities.
That teaches you skills to improve.
A place that sets the standard.
That challenges you to be better every day.
A place full of opportunity.
We are that place. We are Itawamba Community College, and you belong here.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as all East Central here in the starting goings of this one. There's a dribbler right back to the pitcher. We'll get it, tosses over, and we'll get the out. So we didn't have a chance to tell you about the new pitcher in the game, so we'll keep it here and do so as 1-3 on the putout finally ends the inning. But 6 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 left on base. Outstanding start for East Central.
Yeah, it was Everett Thompson that came in through that first pitch. He got the out there. Right-handed sophomore out of Oxford, played at Lafayette County High School there. And so far on the year, Everett has 12 I'm sorry, I was looking at the wrong number. He has pitched, and he's got an 0-1 record currently. Got 4 appearances on the year, 5 innings pitched. He does have 5 hits to his given up. 7 runs scored on him, 5 walks, 8 Ks.
Those stats being brought to you by the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi. Let's hear from them and a couple of more sponsors. ICC trails at 6-0 here in the bottom of the first.
When injury knocks you out, Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi will be there for you every step of the way. We are here to get you back in the game, back in motion, back to your life. Our elite team of orthopedic specialists will work side by side with you, educating you about your treatment plan, utilizing advanced technology, and providing you with a successful path to recovery. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, we will get you back.
Guaranty Bank, formerly known as First American National Bank, is a proud supporter of ICC athletics. Visit gbtonline.com. Guaranty Bank, we're more than a bank, we're a community.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're in the bottom of the first inning. East Central taking their warm-up tosses. And Dr. Boggs, if you're a pitcher, you're really loving the fact that your team can give you 6 runs in the top half of the inning for you before you even come out and do any work.
Yeah, you definitely love that. And that's where you got to follow it up. You got to take command out there if you're East Central. And, of course, try to get ahead of every count, but let your defense play behind you because you got 6 runs on the board. Stats.
This is Lacano.
Thank you. On Lacano coming into today is a 4.29 ERA, 2 wins, 2 losses, 6 appearances, 21 innings pitched, giving up 15 hits, 10 walks to 24 Ks.
Those stats being brought to you by the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi. Treadaway, Jackson, and McCarthy going to try to start chopping away at this 6-0 lead here for East Central. Lacano on the hill here for East Central. At first pitch in there for a strike.
Yeah, got Treadaway. Of course, he did play in the first game today and had a single earlier today in the game against Holmes.
So 0-1 is the count here to Treadaway. Swing and miss at the fastball. 0-2 now is the count.
Yeah, right now Lacano's just winding up and just throwing it and saying, come get it, which is what you need to do if you got a 6-run lead.
And swing and a miss there, so 3 pitches and an out. Can't get much better than that, Brad.
No, like I say, he's winding up and just throwing and saying, come get it, hit it if you can, and that's what he did, and 3 pitches and got an out. And, again, like you said, when you got that 6-run lead, you can afford to do a little bit more of that and not have to worry as much about placement, the breaking pitches and all that. And got another swing and a miss right there against Bryson Jackson. So strike 1, he starts 0-1 against him.
It looked like Jackson was a little confused on that one, tried to check up the swing but couldn't do so. 0-1 now is the count. That pitch going to miss low and outside. 1-1 now is the count here on Jackson. 6-0 is the lead. As that pitch in there for strike. 1-2 now is the count.
Jackson had a pretty good first game for us today. He had a single, a double, and an RBI.
So away to the 1-2 offering here from Lacano. And that one's going to be fouled back, and we'll sit at 1-2.
Yeah, good job there, Jackson, getting a piece of that one on the outside part of the plate. Able to foul it back and look and find another pitch here, maybe one he can hit and do something with and put in play.
So waiting the 1-2 offering, pitch on its way. This one popped out of play, and we'll get out towards the parking lot. And there's a fan out there.
There he is.
Going to chase it down. Nope, not going to be able to get to it as he runs off our screen there.
Still no vehicles.
We think one got hit in the last game while you were away.
Well, while I was away, okay.
So 1-2, and there's a swing and a miss for strike 3. Second Renaissance Bank strikeout of the game for Lacano, and 2 away quickly here for the Indians in the home half of the first, and this will bring McCarthy to the plate. So McCarthy will try to spark a 2-out rally. We saw it happen in the first game. ICC scored 4 with 2 outs on the board. As that pitch in there for a strike.
Yeah, he's calling that outside corner right now, and so Lacano knows that, doing a great job of placing those on that outside corner. Got to make the adjustment.
And couldn't catch up with the high heat there. 0-2 now is the count.
Yeah, if you got that heat right out there, and you don't always have to try to pull that outside pitch right there. Try to drive that as that right-handed batter. Try to drive that pitch and take it where it came from. Try to drive it to right field.
And not a bad spot to miss after getting to chase one up last time. This time he's high and outside for ball 1. 1-2 now is the count here to McCarthy. So waiting the 1-2 offering here. And that one just missing low. 2-2 now is the count. Thought that one looked pretty good, Brad.
Yeah, I did too, and especially from what he's been calling. And so, I was kind of expecting to call it on that, but he didn't. Good eye by McCarthy. 2-2 count, as you mentioned.
So waiting the 2-2 offering here to McCarthy. And no, going to call that a ball as Lacano was already walking off the mound heading towards the dugout. And, those last 2 pitches look good. Tough to hang off of there if you're McCarthy. So now you come back and work the count full here at 3-2. So waiting the 3-2 offering here. Fastball, fouls it back, and will sit at 3-2 once again.
Yeah, good cut by McCarthy right there. Again, 3-2 count full here, but good cut there to come back and try to put the ball in play. Got another chance at it here.
So Lacano getting set to deliver the 3-2 pitch here with 2 outs and nobody on for the Indians. Gets him to chase one, and he will get the strikeout, and strikeouts the side to start the inning. 6-0. East Central with the lead. We're going to take a timeout and be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
I wanna do it. That's what you do, but I just don't know which way to turn. I'm about to dance in my brain.
Try Little Caesars Stuffed Crazy Crust. Everyone loves it, including Justin Jefferson and all his friends.
Stuffed crust? Buttery garlic spread?
That looks mighty delicious, Justin. It sure does, Mr. Pumpernickel. And at $9.49, it's the lowest price in stuffed crust with no strings attached. No strings attached? You want a piece of me?
No, Mr. Pumpernickel. Justin, run.
Order delicious stuffed Crazy Crust for $9.49 and get your game day delivered with Little Caesars.
Pizza.
They say Diet Coke is a mom's drink. Well, you copied her jeans, her spin, her shoes, her scrunchie, and whether you realize it or not, her music. Now, copy her drink. Drink what your mama gave you.
Hey, honey, could you help me with this? Today tastes like staying in. And it never tasted this good.
Welcome back now as we shift to the top of the second inning. 6-0 East Central. They scored 6 runs on 3 hits. Then Lacano came in and struck out the side with a trio of Renaissance Bank strikeouts in the home half of the first. It'll be the 3-4-5 batters, Rogers, Adcock, and Arner, scheduled up here. Is that first pitch in there from Thompson, a strike.
Yeah, good job by Thompson. You can't focus on that scoreboard. Now, easier said than done. If you're the pitcher out there, you've got to come in there and do your job, throw strikes. Almost got him to commit there, didn't. That's going to be ball 1-1 count. But you got to do your job defensively to come out there, throw strikes. Don't walk them. Don't put any more batters on. Don't give them free passes.
So waiting the 1-1 offering here. And that pitch in there for strike. 1-2 now is the count here to Rogers. He flew out to left for the first out of that first inning that saw 11 come to the plate. So he's starting us off here in the top of the second. Big breaking pitch, and that one just up a little bit for the umpire's liking. 2-2 now is the count. So Rogers, Adcock, and Arner scheduled up. Pitch on its way, and that's a breaking pitch, and it hangs up a little high as well. 3-2 now is the count. A couple of those pitches look pretty good on that upper level, but
yeah,
umpire isn't giving either one of them either way. So now the count goes full. This one popped up and is going to get back and out of play.
May hit your car.
That's what I was waiting to hear. I'm listening. I kind of got it parked underneath the press box here, but still half of it is out there. So I jokingly telling them earlier, if somebody ever hits my car, I'm going to go out there and shake their hand. Well, I almost had to go shake that young man's hand. He'd be confused. 3-2, and that pitch up high, and second straight inning, the Indians have started off with a walk there to East Central.
Well, I'm sure at this point, Indian fans, you're listening and waiting for some good news, so I'm going to share it. spring training action day, the Pirates won.
Yes, sir.
7-6. They are 7-5 in spring training baseball right now.
Yes, sir. As Raphael likes to say, Pirates to the top. So 7-5, that might be as good as we get all season.
Well, they got them right now. I tell you, that's they're on a winning streak.
So a couple of tosses over to now 3 tosses over to first, and making sure the runner's staying honest over there. Adcox is at the plate. He walked, scored a run, and another throw over. This time it gets away. And the runner is going to try to go from first to third, and the throw is not going to be there. So an error on the Indians. As the ball was thrown away that time, E1 will allow the runner to go from first to third. And right now, as the old saying is, when it rains, it pours, and it is absolutely pouring on the Indians.
Well, switching gears a little bit to number 17, Ole Miss, is currently down 7-4 with Murray State in the top of the 8th. As that one's going to be lined out to right field. That should get down. It does. It does get down by Davin McCarthy. The run is going to score easily.
They're going to try to go to third.
He's going to try to go for a triple here, and I think he's going to get it. He does.
And he will. So great effort out there in right field, but unfortunately for the Indians, couldn't come up with it. And so the run will score there on that RBI triple.
Yeah, diving play, tried to get it again, tried to get that ball. It was just one of those that it was kind of lined out there. He went with the pitch, did an excellent job, and so that's going to be an RBI triple there for for Adcox.
So the error coming back and haunting the Indians. After the hit dropped out there on the driving effort, that pitch is going to be in there for a strike. 0-1 is the count, as this is Arner at the plate. He had a 2-run single and scored a run back in the first. Everything going the way of the Warriors here early.
Breaking pitch, he got underneath that, popped it up to right field. We're going to see if they're going to tag him. They are going to tag him. Throws coming in close, but he did get under it, Adam.
Yeah. If he's another half a step slower, wouldn't have been able to get that one, but that's going to be a sacrifice fly being brought to you by the ICC Baptist Student Union. Reminding you of the ultimate sacrifice paid for our sins. That's the ICC BSU. They meet Monday nights at 7:07. They meet in the Fine Arts Auditorium. And they're getting geared up for their spring break mission trip. Matter of fact, they're running a concession stand tonight. And that money that they raise through the concessions goes towards their mission trip. As there's a big swing and a miss for strike one.
Yeah, bases clear. Two runs have scored this inning, but now bases are clear with 1 out. And this is Landon Mower here, who was hit by a pitch his first at bat.
He rips that one in a nice play over there at second for the second out of the inning. And now this will be Lewis coming to the plate. Lewis had a 2-run double.
Up to bat, number 4, John Lewis.
And those Ole Miss fans, I know y'all were, the State fans are saying, what in the world you talked about Ole Miss, didn't talk about State. State, it went final a few minutes ago. They went 7 innings, beat number 20 Southern Miss 18-3.
Wow.
After finally a midweek win for State. State, I think, had gotten beat by Southern early in the year in a midweek.
As that pitch inside for a ball. 1-0 is the count here. Lewis, he looks at that pitch low. 2-0 now is the count. Thompson on the heel here, relieving Yearwood. So 2-0 is the count. 2 outs in the inning.
It's going to be hitting the 6-0.
Yep, going to get through for another hit.
Those bats are definitely coming in here hot for East Central.
Got that as their 5th hit through 1 2/3 innings of play. And so now this will be Cotton, who struck out looking in his only appearance so far. Snap throw over to first, and that was close, but got to be careful. ICC's already thrown one away in that situation, allowed the runner to go from first to third, and eventually scored on a triple. So there's a breaking pitch, and it's a beauty in there for a strike.
Yeah, drops that one in there. 0-1 count here. Good start right there by Everett Thompson here on Cotton.
So 0-1 is the count. Another snap throw over. Nothing doing as he gets back in time. So 0-1 is the count. There is 2 outs here. That one in the dirt gets away. That's going to be a wild pitch. And the runner will advance.
Yeah, 2 outs, and you now got a runner advanced off that wild pitch.
Moves into scoring position now for East Central. They're up 8-0. Trying to see if they can spark a 2-out rally here to continue to build on this lead. 1-1 now is the count. There's a hit. Second baseman will get it. Should be a little routine play over. It will be 4-3 to end the inning, but more damage done by the Warriors. 2 runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on base. We'll take a timeout. ICC trails at 8-0. Back with more right after this.
Another great Saturday of college football.
You're always pushing yourself. There's no time to rest. You keep moving forward. The only thing better than your last accomplishment is your next.
What's next? What's next?
What's next?
So, Allie, what's next?
I guess we'll see.
Find a bank that's as excited about your future as you are. A bank that asks,
What's next?
Renaissance Bank. Understanding you.
Enjoy.
Stuffed crust? Buttery garlic spread? Little Caesars really stepped it up with their stuffed crazy crust.
They really jazzed it up. Yeah! They really plussed this crust up. They really dolled it up.
Everyone out my house! How did y'all even get in here?
The housekeeper gave me a key. Order stuffed crazy crust for $9.49 and get your game day delivered with Little Caesars.
Pizza, pizza.
The best start here. Tomorrow. Tomorrow is what we anticipate, what we work for, what we want to improve. At Itawamba Community College, we offer the courses, pathways, and the training that can help turn your vision of tomorrow into a reality. So why wait? Your tomorrow can start today at Itawamba Community College. The best start here.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we move now to the bottom of the second inning. East Central leading this one 8-0. They scored 6 in the first, added 2 more in the second. As it'll be Collier to start us off here. Takes that pitch. Outside corner for a strike. Collier, Butler, and Kent scheduled up here for the Indians. This is Lacano on the mound. And he has worked well today as that one missing for a ball. 1-1 now is the count. Struck out the side to get the Indians in their first 3 appearances.
You know, as that kind of wave, they're going to check him down there. He said he didn't go. It could be worse. Yesterday in D1 baseball, a record was set. George Mason scored 23 runs in 1 inning without a home run.
Good Lord.
No home run against Holy Cross as that swung through and missed for strike 2.
Is that a halfway stab at my Irish?
No, that's
Okay.
that's actual. And the previous record was 21 by Wichita State in 1984 and Penn State in 83. So look out for George Mason. 23 runs in 1 inning. That one's going to be popped sky high. The catcher's coming back, going to try to make a play on it. And fell in. That's tough. It gets lost in the lights. He's looking back up there. That's a tough play. If your third baseman can come in and get it, you want him to take it.
Yeah, I would say the third baseman was there. I couldn't really tell who was calling off who in that situation as catcher Adcock's continuing to look back at the lights. And, yeah, it's one of those that typically you want your third baseman to come in and take care of that one. So now if you're Collier, you got to cash in on this opportunity because you were gifted one there as that should have been an out.
Yes, most definitely.
So the 2-2 pitch coming here.
Got him.
And swinging and a miss. 4th straight Renaissance Bank strikeout here for Lacano. And He's not doing anything fancy. He's loading up, saying, I'm working with an 8-0 lead. Here it is. Do something with it. I dare you.
Yeah, I'm throwing it at you, and it's coming there. Try to hit it, and if you can, hit it. But if you can't, obviously, I'm getting you out right now. I'm striking you out. So that's 4 Ks.
Butler at the plate now, and that pitch on that outer edge, and he's doing a great job of getting that outer edge on that first pitch to get ahead and stay ahead of batters here.
Yes, most definitely. And back to the story that I was talking about, because there was a purpose behind that story, is he brings that one in there for ball 1.
Mm-hmm.
Those 23 runs, bottom of the second inning, there were no home runs, no triples. There was only 5 doubles. They piled up only 11 hits. Now, 11 hits, I say only, but it's 11 hits. But you had 23 runs. But Holy Cross was helped, but they were walked 8 batters. 8 batters were walked. So that goes back to what we were talking about here. Walking your batters does not help putting free passes on, as it strike 2, 1-2 count here against Madden, and takes that one for ball 2, 2-2 count. So, again, tough. But again, that's just one of those rare one of those occurrences there where you can see that walking batters does not help.
Be interesting to go back, see if you can find that swing and a miss there. Can't find the ball in that one, but go back and see if you can find that online and just kind of relive that inning, as that is the 5th straight Renaissance Bank strikeout there. And now this will be Kent coming to the plate. The Indians can't figure out the riddle that is Lacano.
Right now they cannot, and they're not even really touching him much, to be honest with you. They're not even fouling a lot of pitches off. His pitch count's got to be fairly low at this point, which is good for East Central. But again, he's winding up and he's throwing, and that's strike 1 right there to Reed Kent. He swings through that pitch, 0-1 count.
So 0-1 is the count, as Brad mentioned. 2 away, nobody on here for the Indians. Kent at the dish. That pitch missing outside for a ball. That's what makes East Central so dangerous. Yes, they've got the bats, but they've got about 8, 9 active arms that they can go to in any situation. And when you got a guy grooving like this, you really don't have to worry about anybody else coming in. But knowing that you've got that, and really kind of makes it a competitive nature to come out and throw your best to get those opportunities. And I'll tell you what, Lacano is doing that.
Yeah, right now that's strike 2. He swung through that one, could not catch up with it, had a lot of movement on it. 1-2 count here on Kent.
There's a shot right back up the middle, and second baseman finds it and bobbles it. Call that a hit. We need a break. As that he did have to range all the way back up the middle.
It's a tough play, and Kent's got speed. He comes from the left-hand side of the plate, and obviously has a leg up on the right-handed batter. Shortstop had to come across, fielded that ball directly behind second base. And so moving in that direction, it's hard to get it, make the transition and get the throw over, plus Kent's got speed. So I agree with you. That's a good hit.
So now with the runner on first, pickoff throw over there is not in time as Kent dives back safely.
Lacano doesn't know what to do right here. He's, number 1, somebody's hit the ball, and number 2, someone's on base.
So the first time he's ran into that tonight is he'll face Green now, and that pitch breaking away from Green, couldn't find it, strike 1.
Yeah, just kind of half-hearted swing there. Couldn't make his mind up whether he wanted to swing or not, and obviously committed 0-1.
So no balls, 1 strike. Toss over is not in time.
And I know you got to keep an eye on him, and I get that. If I'm Lacano out there, I realize that you got speed on the bases. Also, remember, you got an 8-0 lead.
Mm-hmm. That pitch finds that corner.
Excellent frame job, too, by the catcher.
So the catcher's giving Lacano an extra 2 inches off the plate because he's not overselling it. He's just drawing it back in enough, knowing where the umpire likes it. Now the count is 0-2 here. So Green going to have to guard the dish. Snap throw over, again, not in time. 0-2 is the count. 2 outs, Indians with a runner on first. Now this one's going to be flared back and out of play, and we'll sit at 0-2.
Yeah, Green got a piece of that one, stay alive, like you said. Fouled it off out here behind us, and so able to remain alive and keep the hope alive for the Indians' bottom of the second inning here.
So waiting the 0-2 pitch on its way. That one missing outside. Not a bad spot to miss there. If he was able to make contact, typically just going to foul that one off.
No, and plus the umpire's been calling it out there tonight. And so, again, smart move there by Lacano, especially on the 0-2 count, to bring that one out there.
1-2 pitch. And it's inside, missing low. 2-2 now is the count.
I like his placement so far. He's done a great job of placing it. He came out. What did he do? He forced that one back in on him. Didn't draw a swing, and it was too far inside to get called a strike, but who knows what could have happened. So I like the placement, and I like how he's working it.
2-2 pitch, the dribbler to the shortstop will scoop it up. Throw over is in time, and the Indians are retired after getting one hit. No runs, one hit, no errors, and one left on base. We play 2 here in Game 3. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
It's the Fast Break Sports Show that starts your day. Mississippi Sports Today, Tuesday through Friday at 9. And if you don't catch it at 9, the MST podcast is on wherever you listen with a team of hosts like no other.
For the folks that are listening, I mean, yeah, there is egg salad, but Drew is bringing like a refrigerated, like a pack. So
it's going to be refrigerated.
Egg salad, 24-hour egg salad. We're dropping like flies.
Join Craig and the guys for Mississippi Sports Today on Super Talk 101.9.
Join us at the W.O. Benjamin Fine Arts Auditorium for an Evening of the Arts Thursday night at 7 p.m. Admission is $10 and will include an evening of entertainment from the chamber singers, jazz band, small ensembles groups, center stage, and a live art demonstration. A Steinway piano will also be on display for the event and throughout the rest of the month. There will be a pre-event social with refreshments starting at 6 p.m. Tickets are available at iccms.edu/arts. That's the Evening of the Arts, Thursday night, 7 p.m., with a pre-event social starting at 6 p.m. at the W.O. Benjamin Fine Arts Auditorium on the Fulton campus.
Guaranty Bank, formerly known as First American National Bank, is a proud supporter of ICC athletics. Visit gbtonline.com. Guaranty Bank, we're more than a bank, we're a community.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we move now to the top of the third inning. 9-1-2 batters due up here. Smith, Nelson, and Roque scheduled up here for East Central, and it's been all East Central on both sides of the plate. It's 5 strikeouts so far on the night for Lacano and 5 hits with 8 runs to show for it. As that pitch in there for a strike from Thompson.
Yeah, a lot of those hits that they were getting when they were driving in runs were 2 RBI. They were driving in 2. And so that produced some runs there quickly after they got those walks on bases. That one fouled off, 0-2 count. Again, going back to the walks that Etowamba endured, not only in the first inning, but, it wasn't the first inning was the main ones where the walks were. They did have a walk in the second inning, but they definitely endured them in the first.
There's going to be a dribbler, and it's going to be down the line. It's going to be fair. And the throw is going to be well over the head. Yeah, say one of those you just hold on to it, but that's going to be a hit plus an error that allowed the runner to advance there.
Yes. You got to, it was our left-handed batter with Smith, hit it just off the end of the bat perfectly down the third base line, got speed. You just got to eat that one because, he wasn't able to charge it enough to come up and give him a chance to get the runner out. Eat it, and then you don't put your runner in scoring position. Now you're sitting here with no outs and another runner in scoring position for East Central after the error.
So we go back to the top of the lineup here in Nelson. He's walked in both of his appearances, has stole a base and scored a run as that pitch inside for a ball. Second error of the night on the Indians. Again, when it rains, it pours, and it continues to pour on the Indians here tonight.
Wind's blowing, too.
That is true. Need to see if that wind can shift some of that and put it in the favor of the Indians here.
Absolutely.
So 1-0 is the count to Nelson. He's playing second. Runner at second.
Good pitch.
Swing and a miss, strike one.
Why not?
And they try to see if they can get the runner kind of napping, getting back. Couldn't do so. And the count will be 1-1.
That's tough to do from a catching position to try to get them napping out there at second, and get that fire down and get them out, if they got that extended lead. It's a tough, because you got your batter up there who swung through potentially the pitch. You got your pitcher out there trying to get around them, and so it's tough, but it's been done before. That's a good pitch. That's going to be strike 2, 1-2 count.
So 1 ball, 2 strikes, no outs, runner at second. East Central leading this one 8-0 here in the top of the third. They scored 6 in the first, added 2 more in the second. See if they can put another run on the board here in the third. So Thompson checks the runner at second. Runner showed he was going, but then a wild pitch will allow him to get over to third.
Yeah, wild pitch out there. Bounced it outside. No way that Jackson could get out there. All he was trying to do was just backhand it and knock it down because he didn't have time to get his body out there in front of it. And so unable to do so, runner advances to third, no outs.
Second wild pitch of the evening here for Thompson, who entered in that first inning in relief of Yearwood. Breaking pitch, foul back. We'll sit at 1-2.
Yeah, good breaking pitch right there. And again,
2-2.
Like you say, 2-2 count. So Nelson doing a good job of staying alive out there at the plate for East Central.
So waiting the 2-2 offering here. Pitch on its way, and it's low and scooped up nicely there. 3-2 now as the count goes full to Nelson. Well, Nelson's walked twice already. Seeing if he can draw another one here. ICC would love to find the first out of the inning in the form of a Renaissance Bank strikeout. Instead, going to be ball 4, and the runner will head down to first, and East Central will have runners on the corners. Third walk of the game here for Nelson.
Yeah, that was low and inside. Almost got a piece of him, which would have put him on too. But got a first and third defensive situation and a first and third offensive situation here for East Central. But it does put the runner on again, no outs, as you mentioned. And that does bring up Roque, who was hit by a pitch himself in the first inning.
So he will dig in here. He also grounded out to the pitcher to end that first inning that saw 11 come to the plate. And they scored 6 runs on 3 hits. As Brad mentioned, those 3 hits all drove in 2 runs apiece. Hence, 3 hits, 3 times 2 is 6. That's a throw to first, not in time. Getting dangerous, folks, as it's getting late in the ball game's already 8-0. So somewhere Tyler Kemp is cringing because Dr. Boggs and I have a live mic after being at the ballpark since 12 o'clock this morning or this afternoon.
He cringes anytime I have a live mic, so that's nothing unusual. Another throw over to first by Thompson there. Again, trying to figure out what they're doing in this first and third, if anything, if they're trying to put the runner in motion. Got another throw over, trying to catch them here in a situation where, because I will say this, Nelson has speed, and we know that. We've seen it. Nelson has speed, and he's the runner at first. So they're trying to catch him here and see if they can get ahead of that. There he goes.
And the pitch is high. The ball bounces off the padding, and that will be a break for the Indians. The way it bounced right back didn't allow the runner to advance from third. So now runners at second and third in this situation here.
Yeah, Bryson Jackson tried his best to get up and get that and was unable to bring it down way high there. So ball 2 there. So Nelson easily able to get his second stolen base of the game, Adam. And he came into the game, unless he got one against Holmes, as that one's going to be a strike right there, 2-1 count. Nelson came into the day with 4 stolen bases, again, unless he had one against Holmes earlier.
Well, they didn't have a whole lot of hits against Holmes, so it may be his only 2 stolen bases so far. 2-1 is the count. I'll tell you what, they have saved up the hits here as they have rolled those out early here against the Indians. This pitch fouled back, and the count will go 2-2 now.
Yeah, got 2 runners in scoring position for East Central. Again, another opportunity for them with no outs here. They're just looking to get the runs in any way they can. And so, at this point, hit is not necessarily needed with no outs. Anything out in the outfield could definitely produce a tag up and a run in.
So waiting the 2-2 offering here from Thompson. Runners at second and third, still no outs. And there's strike 3.
Frozen.
A Renaissance Bank strikeout that Roque refused to walk away from the plate there for a second. And one of those that, it looked down the middle, so I don't know if he was just kind of confused on himself or stood there much longer than the umpire would have asked him to leave and not come back.
Yeah, just froze him. Good pitch there on the part of Everett Thompson. come back and get that first out of the innings. Indians still not out of the woods yet, as that's ball one. Runners still at second, third, only one out. So 2 runners in scoring position.
Yeah, this is Rogers. He flew out to left in his first at bat, walked, advanced from first to third on an error on a pickoff attempt, and eventually scored there in the second. 1-0 is the count, 1 out. Nice job taking a little bit of velocity off that one. 1-1 now is the count.
Yeah, had him way out in front, had his timing off, as you mentioned. So 1-1 on that. So good pitch there on the part of Everett Thompson.
So Thompson will dig in, trying to find the second out of the inning here. Runners at second and third for East Central. Put 6 on the board in the first, 2 in the second. Trying to see if they can scratch a run here in the third.
They are.
And they might scratch 2, as that's going to be down to the gap, and it's going to roll deep to the warning track, and that will be an RB or 2-run single there by Rogers.
Yeah, exactly. And that's, like you said, he lined that shot out in between short and, center field and left field. Excellent job, excellent hit right there. Good solid contact. Easily scored 2, no problem scoring 2. Now you got only still 1 out here with 2 runs on the board added for a 10-0 lead for East Central.
Here comes Adcox, who tripled off a diving effort out in right field, takes that first pitch inside for a ball. He also walked. He scored twice and drove in a run. Pickoff throw to first, not in time. East Central in control in this one. 10-0. Runner at first with 1 out. That pitch up high, 2-0 now is the count. Brad, that's been the difference in the game. It's been the fact that Lacano pitching, got ahead early, was able to work, and obviously when you're working with a big lead, it makes it a lot easier. But the Indians have not been able to get ahead of a batter, if many, in this ball game.
No, and there's strike 1 right there, 2-1 count. But and I'm not taking anything away from these East Central hits, because they've done a fantastic job of hitting the ball, and they really have. That was good, solid contact on that last hit by Rogers. But pitching has been the tale of the story here. That's going to be ball 3, 3-1. Indians have not been able to consistently find the strike zone. They're off, and they're giving free passes away. And that's just not a recipe for success. Whereas Lacano has come in and he's just been throwing it at us, and we still have not gotten through the batting lineup. As that one's going to be a free pass right there to Adcox. We still have not batted through the lineup the first time.
Yeah, and they have twice already in this game. So again, things not going the way of the Indians here in the nightcap. They won the first game of the day 8-2 over Holmes. Then Holmes bounced back to pick up a big win over East Central, 5-3. They held off a late rally there, as that was the 7th walk of the game by ICC. They have hit 2 batters as well. So we're having a new batter come in this situation. Is this it? Nope. This is still
Jackson went out to the mound for a talk.
Okay.
We don't have anybody in the bullpen at this point. Not saying we won't be getting anybody, but we don't have anybody, so it wasn't to slow down or try to speed up or help someone get loose out there. So I guess just a conversation out there about the signs and signals now that you got a runner at second maybe.
So runners on first and second, no outs. Ariner at the plate. Breaking pitch, missing low for a ball.
Yeah, he had a 2 RBI single as well, and then I had a sac fly RBI. So he's got 3 RBIs, Arner does, already after his 2 at-bats.
So 1-0 is the count. Like ICC might be starting to get somebody heading down to the bullpen. That pitch in there for a strike. 1-1 now is the count.
Yeah, definitely good pitch there. And, yes, I see it now, Adam. They are sending somebody down there. They're still a good ways from getting warm, though. But they'll try to speed the process up, I'm sure, as much as they can.
So the 1-1 pitch. And that one missing low. 2-1 now is the count.
If my eyes were not deceiving me, it looks like it was Tyler Sledge out there, freshman right-hander out of Amory, who was getting loose. but I don't know for certain.
Well, right now, if you're East Central, you got to be worried about Lacano. He's been on the bench for quite a while.
Yeah, and you got to keep him warm. That's a shot down third. That's going to be easy. Step on the bag, throw across. Good job. Got the double play.
Well, they're going to give him the Little Caesars double play there. The Indians needed that big-time break. 5 unassisted over to 3. As it's 10-0, East Central, we head to the bottom of the third. Let's take a break and hear from the Little Caesars and be back with more right after this.
All right, Little Caesars Crazy Puffs. Whoa!
Is this little Becky?
Birthday cake comes in. It is so cute. My dad's eating Crazy Puffs again. Don't ask.
Whoa. Have you tried the new bacon ones?
There are bacon ones?
Pizza.
Try Little Caesars Stuffed Crazy Crust. Everyone loves it, including Justin Jefferson and all his friends.
Stuffed crust? Buttery garlic spread?
That looks mighty delicious, Justin. It sure does, Mr. Pumpernickel. And at $9.49, it's the lowest price in stuffed crust with no strings attached. No strings attached? You want a piece of me?
No, Mr. Pumpernickel. Justin, run.
Order delicious stuffed Crazy Crust for $9.49 and get your game day delivered with Little Caesars.
Pizza.
Enjoy.
Stuffed crust? Buttery garlic spread? Little Caesars really stepped it up with their stuffed crazy crust.
They really jazzed it up. Yeah!
They really plussed this crust up.
They really dolled it up.
Everyone out my house. How did y'all even get in here?
The housekeeper gave me a key. Order stuffed Crazy Crust for $9.49 and get your game day delivered with Little Caesars.
Pizza.
Guaranty Bank, formerly known as First American National Bank, is a proud supporter of ICC athletics. Visit gbtonline.com. Guaranty Bank. We're more than a bank, we're a community.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we head to the bottom of the third inning. 10-0. It's been all East Central in this one. ICC with one hit, but that's it. As we head now to the bottom of the third, Indians got to start trying to chop away here. As this is Stallnaker coming to the plate. Swings the first pitch he sees, fouls it off, strike one.
Yeah, I mean, if they're going to get back in this contest, they got to find base runners. I mean, what I'm speaking is not exact science. People out there saying, well, heck, we know all that. But, I mean, it is. That's what they've got to find a way to get people on base. But, again, Lacano's done a fantastic job. I'm not taking anything away from him. He's just done a fantastic job of going at our batters right now.
So 0-1 is the count. That pitch missing outside. 1-1 now is the count here to Stallnaker. It'll be Stallnaker, Morris, and then back to the top of the lineup with Treadaway coming up here for the Indians. This one is popped, and it's going to be out to the center fielder. No, off the edge of his glove.
That's a tough hit, tough one to catch. That's a left-handed. It's got that spin on it out there. Got that crazy, and it was lined out there. The center fielder was on the run to his right,
yep,
and
just
slicing
away from him.
Just slicing away, and so it's tough.
Go for
and
it
then you got the wind too. You got the wind and factor in there too. So again, tough one out there. Good job by Stallnaker to lead off the inning with a hit.
So now this will bring Morris to the plate here for the Indians. Where Brad is, like they say, how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time, and that's the mentality the Indians have got to have right now.
How do you eat a Little Caesars pizza?
One bite at a time.
One bite at a time.
Deliciously and glorious each bite. As that first pitch missing for a ball, there's a shot, and it's going to be to the...
Could be a double play.
And it is. Well, you mentioned Little Caesars. They are our double play sponsor, and so you...
Well, I didn't mean to bring them in there that way, but I did. But it does get them some airtime here.
It does.
So
Sponsors always love that.
Number 23, Jude Treadaway.
So now with 2 outs in the inning, nobody on here. It'll be Jude Treadaway coming to the plate here for the Indians. He struck out swinging in his first appearance. So trying to see if he can spark that 2-out rally like we saw in Game 1 against Holmes, where the Indians scored 4 runs with 2 outs in the inning.
And so we're not a broken record. The first 5 struck out swinging the first
Yeah.
first time at bat. So.
Yes, it is. Licano has been impressive. So 1-0 pitch on its way. That one high and outside for a ball. 2-0 now is the count.
Good movement on that pitch, though. That thing kind of tailed back out. Like it was kind of heading toward the outside part of the plate. It tailed out of the zone, but it went away from Jude. Jude just kind of muscling that one and popping it up out there into the outfield. A diving.
The right fielder actually caught it as the center fielder.
Is that a catch?
Yeah, it's a catch. The right fielder caught it. Center fielder dove for it. And thought they actually collided the way the right fielder was kind of limping off after the play.
I thought the center fielder was catching because he's the one who dove, so I couldn't tell. But
so it was hit to the gap and taken care of out there in right field to end the inning. 10-0 your score. We've played 3. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this.
Join us at the W.O. Benjamin Fine Arts Auditorium for an Evening of the Arts Thursday night at 7 p.m. Admission is $10 and will include an evening of entertainment from the chamber singers, jazz band, small ensembles groups, center stage, and a live art demonstration. A Steinway piano will also be on display for the event and throughout the rest of the month. There will be a pre-event social with refreshments starting at 6 p.m. Tickets are available at iccms.edu/arts. That's the Evening of the Arts, Thursday night, 7 p.m., with a pre-event social starting at 6 p.m. at the W.O. Benjamin Fine Arts Auditorium on the Fulton campus.
Another great Saturday of college football.
You're always pushing yourself. There's no time to rest. You keep moving forward. The only thing better than your last accomplishment is your next.
What's next? What's next?
What's next? So, Allie, what's next?
I guess we'll see.
Find a bank that's as excited about your future as you are. A bank that asks,
what's next?
Renaissance Bank. Understanding you.
When injury knocks you out, Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi will be there for you every step of the way. We are here to get you back in the game, back in motion, back to your life. Our elite team of orthopedic specialists will work side by side with you, educating you about your treatment plan, utilizing advanced technology, and providing you with a successful path to recovery. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi. We will get you back.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Now as we move to the top of the 4th inning, ICC trailing number 2, East Central, by the score of 10-0. It was 6 runs in the first, 2 runs in the second, and 2 more in the third, and that's where we're at right now, as East Central trying to bounce back and answer after falling to Holmes in their first game of the day, as that pitch missing low for a ball. This is Moore, Lewis, and Cotton scheduled up, 6, 7, 8 batters, as Moore was hit by a pitch and then lined out to second. There's a breaking pitch in there for a strike.
Yeah, good pitch there. Everett coming back. Of course, bullpen still out there, active in the bullpen in case needed. But Everett doing a good job of coming back, not getting the call there. That's going to be a 2-1 count now.
That's typically a 10-0 late in the evening strike call, but it's not. 2-1 now is the count. This one fouled off. And we'll go 2-2 now with the count here on Moore. Playing out in right field. He was the one that made that long-running catch to end the previous inning. We're waiting the 2-2 offering here from Thompson. And there's strike 3.
Got him.
Nice job there by Thompson to come back and run it on the inside of the batter. Got him looking for his second Renaissance Bank strikeout of the game. Renaissance Bank, the bank that understands you. You can find out why by visiting RenaissanceBank.com. So now this will be Lewis, who has been red hot today. He had a double that drove in 2 runs, scored 1, singled, advanced on a wild pitch, but was left stranded as that pitch in there for a strike from Thompson.
Well, and if you missed it, if you're not here at the ballpark with us, you should be, because BSU is currently handing out burgers or barbecue. I don't know which one's wrapped up in tinfoil.
It's a barbecue. Ralph, grab me 2.
Ralph said I didn't get the offer, so it was out by the time he got up to Ralph here. So
that pitch missing high, and Ralph, what we'll say is the Baptist didn't give it to you because you're Methodist.
That could be what it is.
So
overlooked you,
so
Ralph.
that means the Wesley Foundation was here, you would have first option. Of course, Ralph is just shaking his head, nodding yes. If anybody is wondering why we're talking to Ralph, he's out there running the camera for us. Appreciate him. Cal Brown running social media tonight for the broadcast. Casey Smith was here for the first game of the day. Had to take off here for the second, as the count now goes 2-2 with 1 out. This one fouled off, and so we'll stay at 2-2 once again.
Yeah, good pitch there. Had him off, still off on his timing there. Lewis there, so not able to put that one in play. Did get enough of it, though, to get a piece of it just to now he's going to want to change balls, and that one's going to go to the dugout.
So he'll toss that one to the side, and we'll reset here with a 2-2 count. 1 out, nobody on here in the top of the 4th. Thompson at the plate, or excuse me, at the mound. It is Lewis at the plate. And there's strike 3. Beautiful pitch there, as that one just the hook. Got him with back-to-back Renaissance Bank strikeouts now. 3rd of the game for Thompson. Thompson's starting to settle in a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, there you go. I mean, that's two strikeouts here in the 4th, so we got 2 outs now. So Thompson, like you say, settling in, starting to feel a little better. Working those pitches, getting some calls, working his speed, throwing off on some of it, and there's another strike leading off with strike 1. Most importantly, getting ahead in the count, and that's huge.
And that's what I was just about to bring up. First time in the game tonight that ICC's been able to get ahead of batters, and they've been able to turn those into strikeouts. So 0-1 is the count here to Cotton. He is 0 for 2 on the day, as that pitch missing for a ball. He struck out looking in the first, grounded out 4-3 to end the second, and trying to redeem himself here as he's got a 1-1 count with 2 outs here in the top of the 4th. Fastball missing low. 2-1 now is the count.
Close, but again, good eye on the end of Cotton there to not draw the swing. 2-1 count, as you mentioned, Adam.
So Thompson checks the signals, now delivers. That pitch, I guess it was a little bit too inside for the umpire's likings. Getting some few chirping from the ICC gallery out there, not necessarily liking that call. 3-1 now is the count.
I think that was Ralph.
I think so. And there's one right in there, a breaking pitch that just slid right back in. 3-2 now is the count.
Yeah, count goes full here. Be huge here if the Indians could do a 3 up, 3 down, get out of this inning. That'd be a momentum boost.
This one fouled off. It'll get out of play, and we'll sit at 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, nobody on here in the top of the 4th. Cotton at the plate. Thompson on the heel here for the Indians. Pitch coming, and loses him. So that will be a 2-out walk issued by the Indians. Couldn't get that 3 up, 3 down inning, and here comes trouble. And trouble goes by the last name of Smith, as he's got a pair of singles today. That first one being a 2-run single back in the first. He singled, advanced on an error, advanced on a wild pitch, and eventually came around to score in the 3rd inning. And so he's going to see if he can get things going here for East Central in the top of the 4th. That pitch in the dirt for a ball.
Yeah, showed bunt right there, pulled back, ball 1.
So 1-0 is the count. Thompson coming in, doing a good job. I won't say that. The Indians struggled early as that pitch missing high. 2-0 now is the count. And he's come in and he's thrown strikes, put the ball in play, has allowed the defense to work behind him a little bit. Yes, he's given up some runs, but has come in and settled things down a little bit for the Indians. That pitch high, gets away. And
that's a pass ball.
Yep, and that's going to be a pass ball. Allows the runner to advance to second. Maybe that's on me. I was talking good and building him up a little bit.
Well, Jackson should have brought that one down. So I think that's a catchable ball right there. Again, it's not a strike. It was out of the strike zone, but it was a catchable ball. I think that one got past Jackson right there. So runner does advance. Runner in scoring position. Runner at second here.
There's a pitch right down Broadway for the strike. 3-1 now is the count here on Smith. Runner at second. 2 outs here. Top of the 4th inning. 3-1 is the count. Thompson trying to get out of this inning with no damage done. Breaking pitch. Can't find the corner. And that'll be a walk. Back-to-back walks now issued by the Indians. And that is going to be the 9th walk of the game by ICC. 3 of those belong to this guy at the plate right now. That's going to be Nelson. He has walked all 3 attempts at the plate. He stole a couple of bases and scored a couple of runs as well.
Yeah, so 2 Ks, came out the top of the 4th here with 2 Ks, and now he's walked 2. So 2 free passes. So they counter each other and kind of, that's what's hard on Coach Collier over there. You're sitting over there, you're coaching, you're managing, and you've got 2 Ks, and you should have that confidence. And now what has happened all of a sudden, and to where you've lost 2 batters and put them on and given them 2 free passes after you had that momentum with those 2 Ks. So, it's a teeth gnashing situation. Umpire was stepping out there, folks. You're not missing any play there.
So he was writing something down in his notepad.
I think he was writing down.
He's writing down his order for Little Caesars.
Little Caesars order is what he was probably doing for that stuffed crust, whatever. That's going to turn foul right there.
Stuffed crust glorious pizza is what it is.
Is it okay? I knew it was stuffed crust something.
Anything that Little Caesar serves is glorious.
It is. It's always glorious.
0-1 is the count after that foul ball. This is Nelson at the plate. He's playing second base today. Runners at first and second with 2 outs. Indians searching for the exit. East Central trying to get things going here with 2 outs in the inning. Pitch. It's going to be air-mailed out into center field, and that will allow runners to advance. That's going to be another error for the Indians. And, Brad, you said it. It's just one of those situations. Don't do that. Just look them back.
Just let it go.
And then throw it back to the pitcher.
There's a 10-0 lead. I know you're trying to spark something here. You got a 10-0 lead. There's no need to do that. And what he did, Jackson, was, he was up trying to look the runner back at second, look the runner back, and he air-mailed it over the head. So now runners at second, third, 2 outs, 1-1 count.
That pitch inside for a strike. 1-2 now is the count here. So runners do advance on the error. And that is going to be the 3rd error of the game for the Indians. Swing and a miss. Strike 3, and the Indians do get out of the inning without any damage done there. 10-0 is your score. We're going to take a break and be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
When injury knocks you out, Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi will be there for you every step of the way. We are here to get you back in the game, back in motion, back to your life. Our elite team of orthopedic specialists will work side by side with you, educating you about your treatment plan, utilizing advanced technology, and providing you with a successful path to recovery. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi. We will get you back.
LSU takes it. We'll be back next March.
Come on, y'all. This is what we've been working for. We gotta forget about last year. It's right here, right now. Y'all ready? Yeah!
Kirk Herbstreit is a man of many talents.
Not only an athlete and a sportscaster, but also an expert cartographer, an amateur alchemist, a surprisingly gifted poet.
What rhymes with encroachment?
But his true talent lies in the art of banking.
With Renaissance Bank's great products, rewards, and easy-to-use online tools, every transaction is a masterpiece.
You might refer to Kirk as a Renaissance man.
But I call myself a Renaissance man.
Are you looking for a place?
That creates lifelong friendships. A place that feels like home.
A place that drives you to new opportunities.
That teaches you skills to improve.
A place that sets the standard.
That challenges you to be better every day.
A place full of opportunity.
We are that place. We are Itawamba Community College, and you belong here.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We head now to the bottom of the fourth inning. ICC's got a little work to do to climb back in this one, as East Central's been in control since the opening pitch. Adam Gore, Dr. Brad Boggs here in the ICC Alumni Association and Foundation broadcast booth. As this pitch fouled off, and the count will even up at 1-1.
Yeah, I got Bryson Jackson up the plate here, and fouled that pitch back there for a 1-1 count, as you mentioned. Not a lot of success so far against Lacano tonight for the Indians. Only 2 hits produced, and he's already got 5 Ks to his credit.
So the 1-1 pitch here, and a big swing but a miss, as he was late on the fastball there. And so now it'll be a 1-2 count here on Jackson. He struck out swinging in his first attempt of the evening. 1-2 pitch here, and that one's going to be strike 3. Well, a few of the ICC fans don't feel like they got that same pitch called for a strike earlier. That is going to be his 6th Renaissance Bank strikeout of the game, and this will bring McCarthy to the plate.
Yeah, it's a good pitch right there. He dropped it in there, took something off of it, just kind of froze him and had him out where it was a pitch he wasn't expecting. So strike 3, he watched it go by, and first out of the inning, like you say, you got Evan McCarthy up.
That pitch fouled off, actually off the leg of the catcher, so the home plate umpire was going to walk out there, talk to the pitcher. You also saw the on deck batter, which is Stone, who is also a catcher, run out there and get the ball to allow the catcher to kind of gather himself a little bit more there, as that pitch finds the corner for a strike. 0-2 is the count. So Lacano is just grooving, man. He's not, I don't know if he's broke a sweat. Of course, he's probably not broke a sweat with how cold it is, but, I mean, even with it's been effortless tonight is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I mean, again, when you start out, you get 6 runs in the top of the first inning, and you know you got your team got that on offense for you. You come out on defense to pitch, and it gets another K right there, 7th K of the ball game here. And, I mean, like we said, rear back and throw it. I mean, give me a reason to start getting concerned if I'm Lacano. Right now, you have given me no reason to get concerned. You've given me no reason to think that you're going to put the ball in play and you're going to hit my pitches. Until then I might get concerned when you do.
Yes. That pitch missing low and outside. This is Collier at the plate. He's also struck out swinging. That was to start the second and his only appearance so far. 1-0 pitch. Collier, dribbler to the shortstop, grabs it. Throw over is in time for the out, and the Indians go quietly there in the bottom of the fourth. 3 up, 3 down. Go the Indians. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
It's the Fast Break Sports Show that starts your day. Mississippi Sports Today, Tuesday through Friday at 9. And if you don't catch it at 9, the MST podcast is on wherever you listen, with a team of hosts like no other.
For the folks that are listening, I mean, yeah, there is egg salad, but Drew is bringing like a refrigerated, like a pack. So
it's going to be refrigerated.
Egg salad,
yeah.
24-hour egg salad.
Yeah.
We're dropping like flies.
Join Craig and the guys for Mississippi Sports Today on Super Talk 101.9.
When injury knocks you out, Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi will be there for you every step of the way. We are here to get you back in the game, back in motion, back to your life. Our elite team of orthopedic specialists will work side by side with you, educating you about your treatment plan, utilizing advanced technology, and providing you with a successful path to recovery. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi. We will get you back.
They say Diet Coke is a mom's drink. Well, you copied her jeans, her spin, her shoes, her scrunchie, and whether you realize it or not, her music. Now, copy her drink. Drink what your mama gave you.
Today tastes like staying in. And it never tasted this good.
Guaranty Bank, formerly known as First American National Bank, is a proud supporter of ICC athletics. Visit gbtonline.com. Guaranty Bank. We're more than a bank, we're a community.
Up to bat, number 14, Pablo Roque.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We start the top of the fifth inning. Going to be Roque, Rogers, and Adcock. But before we get to that, we do have a change in the lineup here for ICC, brought to you by Guaranty Bank. Dr. Boggs, tell us about the new defensive lineup for the Indians.
You got Bryce Glenn out of Amory coming in at first base from Madden Butler. And got Andrew Williams out of Corinth, played high school ball at Alcorn Central, coming into center field for Houston Green.
That pitch missing low for a ball. It's still Thompson on the hill here for the Indians. So we're in the top of the fifth. 2-0 is the count. Roque at the plate. 0 for 2 on the day. Was hit by a pitch. And he looks at that one, and that pitch missing low. 3-0 now is the count. He struck out looking in his last at bat. That was the first of 4 Renaissance Bank strikeouts on the evening here for Thompson. 3-0 pitch, and that one's in there for a strike. Taking the whole way that time was the DH Roque. So Roque will dig back in here. 3-1 is the count. Thompson on the hill here for the Indians. Pitch on its way, and this one, little flare, and it's going to be dropping for a base hit.
Yeah, they're putting the ball in play. You know, they're putting the bat on the ball, and anything they hit, a lot of it's just falling. And they're doing a great job of that. When you put the ball in play and you're able to do that, things happen. And so leadoff single here for East Central here to start the top of the fifth.
So now this will be Rogers coming to the plate. 1 for 2 with a walk. He had a 2-run single, and his last at bat, he's also flown out to left, and that's going to be just an instant rip out to left as well. So a nice start to the inning here for the Warriors, who's already up 10-0. They'll have runners on first and second with no outs to start the inning.
Yeah, back-to-back singles here for East Central. Again, no outs, as you mentioned, Adam. There is activity in the Indians bullpen down there, sending some more folks down that way as well. Coach Collier is.
And see if they might start trying to, or actually
he may get to
getting a substitution. There's the runner.
Oh, yeah, they're going to get a pinch runner.
Get a pinch runner in, so it'll be number 15 entering to run here for East Central. That's going to be Billingsley coming in to run. Looks like Coach Collier now is going to take the slow stroll to the mound. So we'll take the timeout and be back with more right after this.
Guaranty Bank, formerly known as First American National Bank, is a proud supporter of ICC athletics. Visit gbtonline.com. Guaranty Bank. We're more than a bank, we're a community.
Join us at the W.O. Benjamin Fine Arts Auditorium for an Evening of the Arts Thursday night at 7 p.m. Admission is $10 and will include an evening of entertainment from the chamber singers, jazz band, small ensembles groups, center stage, and a live art demonstration. A Steinway piano will also be on display for the event and throughout the rest of the month. There will be a pre-event social with refreshments starting at 6 p.m. Tickets are available at iccms.edu/arts. That's the Evening of the Arts, Thursday night, 7 p.m., with a pre-event social starting at 6 p.m. at the W.O. Benjamin Fine Arts Auditorium on the Fulton campus.
Another great Saturday of college football.
You're always pushing yourself. There's no time to rest. You keep moving forward. The only thing better than your last accomplishment is your next.
What's next? What's next?
What's next?
So, Allie, what's next?
I guess we'll see.
Find a bank that's as excited about your future as you are. A bank that asks,
what's next?
Renaissance Bank. Understanding you.
All right, Little Caesar's Crazy Puffs. Whoa!
Is this little Becky?
Birthday cake comes in. It is so cute. My dad's eating Crazy Puffs again. Don't ask.
Whoa. Have you tried the new bacon ones?
There are bacon ones?
Pizza, pizza. This is a place to create your future. And when you get here, you realize you're not alone. You meet new people and make connections. It's not always about knowing exactly where you're going. Sometimes it's about finding your own way. It's working together to build something bigger than ourselves. It's hard work, but lots of fun. We come for the quality education, but we leave with an unparalleled experience. Itawamba Community College. The best start here.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as got some changes here. ICC going with a new pitcher. Black East Central maybe also going with some changes. Brad, let's talk about the new pitcher in the game being brought to you by Guaranteed Bank.
Yeah, Nathan Ferris, normally we don't see, or we haven't this year. He's listed as a pitcher infielder, which we see him at third quite a lot. Saw him at third earlier in the game, first game against Holmes. But he's a right-hander, 6'6", out of Tennessee. Don't have any stats for him on the mound because I believe this is his first time
making his first appearance on the hill this season.
Exactly.
As we said, we may have some changes being made for East Central as well. Make sure this is still, it is, Jaden Adcox at the plate. Runners at first and second. We did have a runner come in this situation during that mess as number 15 entered to run at second as that pitch across for a strike. I say mess. It was just that wasn't a mess. It was just everybody switching and changing, and yeah, it was a mess.
Oh, that was pretty good. I like that one.
And so that first pitch across from Ferris for a strike. Runners at first and second. Still no outs here. That pitch just missing low and outside for a ball.
Yeah, took something off of that. So you can try to aim it in there. You just got to throw it, kind of do what Lacano's doing, just rear back and throw it. I mean, that's the other way to look at it, too. If you're down 10-0 coming in and this is your first appearance, just rear back and throw it and let your defense play behind you, and that's strike two. So that's what Ferris is doing right now. So good job there on his end. 1-2 count. Just rear back, throw it, let the defense play, and let's see what happens.
So 1-2 now is the count. Ferris on the hill here, replacing Thompson, who replaced Yearwood, who got the start for the game. 1-2 pitch, and it's going to be a dribbler up the middle. And they're going to get one. Can they get two? And it draws him off the bag. So that will turn into a fielder's choice for Adcox.
Correct.
And that will retire Rogers. So technically 6-4 on the putout there. Runner does advance to third. So it'll be runners on the corners.
Number 8, Bryson Johnson.
Yeah, this will be Johnston coming to the plate.
Got a first and third situation.
There is one out here. As home plate umpire, they're going to get another runner in this situation. So it'll be number 20 entering to run here for East Central. That's going to be Ryan Harden. As Dr. Boggs trying to save the Diamond Girls from a bug up here.
Yes, and I think we succeeded. Either that or it stayed with us. It wasn't ready to go back out in the cold.
I don't blame it. I don't blame it.
And it's it's close to them. It's a little closer to them over there,
yeah,
Adam. I really didn't
good job,
succeed
Brad.
Too well. I thought I was doing well. It's on the microphone.
In there for a strike. 1-1 now is the count. And the bug fiasco continuing here as they pick it up and now trying to knock it off the napkin. It won't do so. They're actually trying to throw it out the window, and it's going to land on a fan.
Yeah, and it's saying no go on that. So we'll hand it to Ralph.
Yeah, Dr. Boggs is going to try to get the bug to go away. And well, there we go.
You want the napkin back?
The bug has been retired. As the count now goes 3-1 here. Missed a couple of pitches.
Yeah, sorry about that. I was caught up in the bug. But, yes, first and third situation, 3-1 is the count here. And another opportunity for East Central if they want to throw some runs on the board.
So the 3-1 pitch, and this one's popped up, and it's going to get out of play. And now the count will go full at 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes, and 1 out. That is the situation here. Runners at first and third for the Warriors. They lead at 10-0 here in the top of the 5th inning.
And this is – no, it's not.
This one's going to be popped up and going to the right side. I think it's Johnson.
Okay, yeah, I was going to say that.
And the plate as this ball is going to get out to the parking lot.
Missed it in the all the bug action. My apologies, folks. I missed it in the bug action. Johnson.
Yeah, so we've also got some new runners in the games as well, so everybody getting a little action here in the contest. So waiting the 3-2 offering here as this is Ferris on the hill.
Too low.
And apparently that was not 3-2, so now it's 3-2.
Now it's full count. The bug threw us off, Adam.
Did,
I'm just going to tell you,
it threw me off too.
It's traumatizing, and I'm still trying to recover from that incident.
So the 3-2 pitch coming here, and it's going to be at the knees. We can call it a ball, and now the bases will be loaded here.
1 out now. That loads the bases, and this is new batter too, looks like.
This is going to be number 21, Lowry, coming to the plate. So Lowry getting his first appearance.
Yeah, Davin Lowry, is that right?
That looks right.
Okay, that's what I'm going with.
Sounds right. He'll take that first pitch outside, but finds a little bit of the paint. 4 strike, 0-1 is the count. I just heard someone yell, "Go Davin," so that's what we will go with.
We did good.
Bases loaded with 1 out. That pitch in there for strike 2.
Good job by Ferris to battle back, even though now you got the bases loaded with 1 out. Still got a double play situation here where you can get out of the inning. So, again, can get out of the inning without any runs scored. And hopefully that's what Ferris is keeping his mind on out there is, again, just throwing the ball and let your defense. That's not what you want to do right there. Went to the backstop, an opportunity here. Ferris didn't quite get there fast enough to get the throw. Basically the ball got to the backstop, wild pitch. Jackson got back there to get it, bounced off the backstop. Ferris didn't quite get there in time to catch the pitch, and so the runner does score. Now it's 11-0.
So the runners score and advance on the wild pitch. 1-2 is the count with Lowry at the plate.
Umpire stepped out and made another note. I think
he made a lot of notes tonight.
Well, I think he's still trying to figure out what pizza he wants from Little Caesar. It's his favorite kind, so he's trying to figure out the
crust, pepperoni, extra pepperoni.
Yeah, so that swung on foul back right there. 2 strikes. What's your favorite pizza from Little Caesars?
So that's a good question.
Okay.
Most places don't have one of my favorite toppings, and that's green olives. But I will go with double pepperoni, mushroom, jalapeno.
Okay.
That's me.
Spicing it up.
Yes, sir. What about you?
What I would do is good breaking pitch right there by Ferris. Strike 2. No, that's strike 3. Excuse me. So excellent job by Ferris to get the second out of the inning. I'm more of a what you call that supreme guy. As long as the supreme has, I'm an olive guy. I like black or green olives. I like both on there. But what I can't do a lot of is heavy onions because it, I don't want to taste it the next morning. I'm old. I have to.
Did I say mushrooms earlier? I like mushrooms.
Oh, I love mushrooms. I love mushrooms on the pizza.
That pitch high for a ball.
But yeah, that's what I go with when I go to Little Caesars. It's a nice, good, good supreme pizza, as I want to call them.
And if I feel like splurging, go get some of their wings they've got. Those are good.
I've had the wings, and then you can get as that one's popped up, going to go foul. Then you get what do they call them, the cheesy sticks?
Yes, the cheesy bread.
Cheesy bread, thank you. Those are good.
Yeah, you got that, and you get the marinara, you dip it in, good stuff. They even got salads. And
do.
you're a salad guy. I'm a salad guy, too, even though I don't look like it. But
I love a good salad.
Yeah.
Love a good salad. That's a good starter there, salad and wings.
Swing and a miss, strike two.
I'm just kidding. That was strike two. I just wanted to see if everybody was paying attention.
And they were. You were just excited. You were thinking about all the great food that Little Caesars
you kind of got me all
offer.
fired up about this Little Caesars mess, and especially thinking about how much you owe me on Little Caesars.
Yeah, I think it's like 32 pizzas by
I think
now.
we're getting up to that point.
That one missing for a ball. 2-2 is the count.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the top of the 5th inning here. 11-0 currently East Central. They do have 2 runners in scoring position, runner at second and third.
Swing and a miss for strike 3. A clutch Renaissance Bank strike out there for the Indians. And that will end the inning with only 1 run put on the board there. 11-0, as Brad mentioned. It's been all East Central since the opening go of this one. We'll take a break, and guess who we're going to hear a sponsor from? That's right, Little Caesars. Back with more right after this.
All right, Little Caesars Crazy Puffs. Whoa!
Is this little bad kid?
Birthday cake comes in. It is so cute. My dad's eating Crazy Puffs again. Don't ask.
Whoa. Have you tried the new bacon ones?
There are bacon ones?
Pizza.
When injury knocks you out, Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi will be there for you every step of the way. We are here to get you back in the game, back in motion, back to your life. Our elite team of orthopedic specialists will work side by side with you, educating you about your treatment plan, utilizing advanced technology, and providing you with a successful path to recovery. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi. We will get you back.
It's the Fast Break Sports Show that starts your day. Mississippi Sports Today, Tuesday through Friday at 9. And if you don't catch it at 9, the MST podcast is on wherever you listen, with a team of hosts like no other.
For the folks that are listening, I mean, yeah, there is egg salad, but Drew is bringing like a refrigerated, like a pack. So
it's going to be refrigerated.
Egg salad, 24-hour egg salad. We're dropping like flies.
Join Craig and the guys for Mississippi Sports Today on Super Talk 101.9.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we head now to the bottom of the 5th inning. ICC trailing in this one 11-0. Bryce Glenn will start us off here. Indians trying to figure out the riddle that is Lecano. Almost stumbled over that and didn't almost stumble over it. I did stumble over it as that pitch fouled off for strike 1.
Yeah, still in the game for East Central. Only giving up 2 hits so far on the day, and still out there just winding up and throwing, doing an excellent job. And like you say, he's kind of had our batters puzzled, and this is going to be Bryce Glenn's going to be his first shot to see Lecano today, and so he's facing a 1-1 count currently.
So it's Glenn, Kent, and Green scheduled up. We'll see if it stays true to that. As that pitch missing outside, 2-1 is the count. He is yet to walk a batter, as he's given up 2 hits, and everything else on that, there's only been 1 ball hit out of the infield for the Indians. As that one, they say he ticked it. 2-2 now is the count.
Yeah, 2-2 count there again. Still throwing a heck of a game, and still focused out there. And I say that, and he throws that one a little outside there, but runs the count to full. But Lecano's still throwing a good game and doing a great job out there on the mound for taking charge there for East Central.
So the count goes full now. Here to Glenn. Lecano's pitch. And the commentator's jinx worked. I said he hasn't walked anyone all night, and we cashed in with the walk there. So a walk to start the inning. ICC, we talked about it, Brad. you can't. There's no magic way to put 11 runs on the board in one swing of the bat. So you got to find a way to piece it together here as they trail in this one 11-0 now with a runner on first.
Yeah, got to battle back and just do it one at a time there. And as that first pitch is fouled back for strike one on Reed Kent. But that's the only way to do it. So hopefully, Etowah will get settled in here. But it's kind of hard when you got a pitcher out there who's good and settled in himself.
Yeah, that's been surprising because he's spent a lot of time on the bench whenever East Central's had these big innings. So a lot of times you see pitchers kind of come out and struggle once they've kind of gotten a little cold this evening. But that pitch missing outside for a ball, that hasn't been the case for Lecano.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't want to say that now this late in the game for some reason.
It hasn't, no. But he's had her number all night long thus far. But got a runner at first now here with no outs. And got a 2-1 count here to Kent.
So Kent will battle away here, trying to see if he can spark something for the Indians. They've got 2 hits. Their last hit came back to start the 3rd inning. And so 2-1 is the count. Kent looks at that pitch. Beautiful on the outside corner for a strike. 2-2 now is the count.
Yeah, and we don't want to go too, obviously, second broadcast here today, and don't want to go too far without, speaking of the accolades of our men's and women's basketball teams and who reached the Region 23 basketball tournaments. That one's fouled off in the Indians' dugout over there. But not only did they reach it, but they're going to host next Monday. A game women's will play at 5 here at the Davis Event Center, and men's at 7.
Yep, women finished number 2 in the state, or in the conference, I should say. Indians, they finished number 2, but ended up the number 3 seed after the tiebreaker. As there's a slow roller, and Cano will get it and throw it over in time. Got him by about a half a step.
Yeah, they kind of got him there, and so first out of the inning, but the runner does advance to second.
So ICC will get the runner at second after that little ground out. 1 out now, but yeah, those games will be available for you on Monday here on the Red Channel. We'll have to wait and see who we're playing in that one, as that'll be the way we kick off spring break. Hey, I will say I've got it on good authority, and I can say this now. If you're looking for something to do Monday night at 5 o'clock, 7 o'clock, basketball at the DEC, free admission to the game.
Free admission, love it.
So yes, so you can come out and watch some basketball and not even have to pay a dime.
Don't have to pay a dime
for playoff basketball at that.
Yeah, it'd be good basketball. So again, congratulations to Coach Wilson and staff, and Coach Porter and staff for what they've accomplished so far this year, and hopefully that one's fouled off there. 0-2 count. Going to continue to try to continue forward here and reach other levels as we reach the postseason and have postseason play here. So kudos to them. Like you say, 0-2 count here, and this is the first time we've seen Andrew Williams at the plate tonight. It's his first at bat, who he came in at center field for Houston Green out there and down early in the count.
So the count is 0-2 here, 1 out, runner at second for the Indians. Lecano getting set to deliver the pitch here. Not a bad spot to miss. A little high and outside that time. 1-2 now is the count. Talk about that. The golf team, they played in the East Central Classic, earned a top 10 finish in the tournament there. So congratulations to the golf team. Steadily improving throughout the season. And then, of course, baseball, softball, tennis, everybody rolling now. So a busy time of year here. As that one will get away. A pass ball will allow the runner to advance to third. So ICC now, one of their best opportunities to possibly put a run on the board.
They got a run at third now, 1 out. So, again, Williams at the plate, his first at bat, still got a 2-2 count. But, yes, congratulations on that end as well. And, next week, not only will we have basketball at home, we'll have baseball here. Should have it Wednesday, weather permitting. That one's fouled off, 2-2 count. Indians will be, I think that'll be their first conference game.
It will be. It'll be against Gulf Coast. Baseball will be here. Softball will be on the road on Wednesday, of course. And we could have basketball on Wednesday as well. And then, of course, could have basketball Thursday, Friday, Saturday, depending on how the play goes. And then we'll host our strikeout cancer game on Saturday with softball. Also be our little Indian Day. If you remember the little Indian club here. If not, I encourage you to visit letsgoicc.com. They'll get to come out, be with the team in the starting lineup, line up with them in the national anthem, and then get a tour of the new facility over at softball. And then my favorite part, Brad, said there'll be snacks on the party deck after the tour.
I love that. That is a good part right there. That's grounded back to the pitcher. Lacano does a good job of turning Glenn back around so he does not advance and score the run, then throws him out at first. So got 2 outs now in the inning. But, yes, that's great. I know not the case, and Colin Ming did an excellent job of getting the Little Indians Club started and rolling, and that's been a big part, and they've done a good job of incorporating them into different sporting events, and kudos to them. And I know those Little Indians are having a good time when they get to come out to these sporting events and visit Etowah Athletics, as we have Stallmaker up here, and who did have a single earlier in the game.
Takes that first pitch and a few little chirps at the ICC faithful as they thought that one was a little high, but called a strike. 0-1 now is the count. Runner at third. ICC trailing 11-0, trying to spark a 2-out rally here. Stallmaker hammers that one. Second baseman scoops it up. No issue there. Throw across the way is in time. And East Central continue to roll in this one 4-3 on the put out there. ICC could not cash in on one of the best opportunities they've had this evening. We played 5. 11-0 is your score. We're going to take a break and be back with more right after this.
Kirk Herbstreit is a man of many talents. Not only an athlete and a sportscaster, but also an expert cartographer, an amateur alchemist, a surprisingly gifted poet.
What rhymes with encroachment?
But his true talent lies in the art of banking.
With Renaissance Bank's great products, rewards, and easy-to-use online tools, every transaction is a masterpiece.
You might refer to Kirk as a Renaissance man.
But I call myself a Renaissance man.
When injury knocks you out, Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi will be there for you every step of the way. We are here to get you back in the game, back in motion, back to your life. Our elite team of orthopedic specialists will work side by side with you, educating you about your treatment plan, utilizing advanced technology, and providing you with a successful path to recovery. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi. We will get you back.
Enjoy. Stuffed crust, buttery garlic spread. Little Caesars really stepped it up with their stuffed crazy crust.
They really jazzed it up. Yeah!
They really plussed this crust up.
They really dolled it up. Everyone out my house. How did y'all even get in here?
The housekeeper gave me a key.
Order stuffed crazy crust for $9.49 and get your game day delivered with Little Caesars.
Pizza.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we head now to the top of the 6th inning. East Central still in control of this one as they lead at 11-0 here. This game is scheduled for 9 innings. That's the reason why you didn't see the run rule in effect there at the end of the 5th inning. Check swing, and it's going to be a slow roller back to Ferris. Underhand toss over to first in time for the out. Well, 1 pitch, 1 out. That's what you like there.
Yeah, definitely. And Ferris has come in and kind of settled things down a little bit as far as the East Central bats a little bit, and has thrown strikes, and that's what you asked for. So 1 pitch, 1 out right there. And it's a ball 1 right there that does get behind Jackson there, but no runners on base, so no damage.
This is Eli Smith at the plate here. Time taken as the umpire going to let the young man that retrieved the foul ball get back in the batting circle. As that pitch missing outside 2-0. Home plate umpire, not talking bad about him, but he really has not been in a hurry tonight, as a lot of time elapsed in between innings as pitchers warming up, and he must like the cold weather. It's 3-0 now is the count.
Must be from an area that used to the cold weather.
So waiting the 3-0 offering here.
Got
that one right down the middle for a strike. 3-1 now is the count here to Smith.
I'm talking about all the spring break activities. ICC's busy over the spring break, as that's going to be strike 2 there on the corner. But just shows a lot of our students will be busy and doing a lot of good things. Of course, we mentioned the BSU. You mentioned them a lot. And as that one's fouled out of play out there, and the good work that they do during spring break and going to help out there. But there's also, I mean, prior to spring break, there's also a special event, as we've heard, as that one's grounded to the pitcher. Ferris is going to, they didn't get him over there.
Did not hustle over to first.
Glenn did not get over there in time to cover the bag, so he's going to be safe at first. But special event tomorrow night, Adam.
It is.
What's going on tomorrow night?
Well, tomorrow night is going to be the Evening of the Arts over at the W.O. Benjamin Fine Arts Auditorium here on the Fulton campus. You can find out more by visiting iccms.edu/arts. $10 to get in. There'll be a little social going on at 6 o'clock. The main event will start at 7 to be highlighting all of our great students that do great things over there in our arts department. There'll be a Steinway piano. If you don't know what that is, that's one of those pianos that plays itself, so that'd be the only way I can play a piano.
That'd be the only way I could, too.
And then we'll have a live art demonstration going on, and then a lot of great events, center stage, jazz band, just so much to list. So a lot of that going on. Evening of the Arts is sponsored by Prior Morrow. Again, tomorrow night, 7 o'clock, Fine Arts Auditorium. Get there a little early and enjoy that social at 6. Again, iccms.edu/arts. $10, or you can make that donation of $10 if you can't make it and do want to support the arts.
Absolutely. So, again, students doing great things at Etowamba and continuing to strive, and that's right before spring break here as that's swung through and missed there by Nelson. But proud of the accomplishments, too, of all of what they're going to do in that area and all of the arts and what they'll provide tomorrow night and they'll showcase. And so good for them, and looking forward to that event as well.
2-2 pitch, swung on a miss for strike 3. Another clutch strike out there being brought to you by our friends over at Renaissance Bank. They are the bank that understands you. Find out why by visiting renaissancebank.com. That is the third Renaissance Bank strikeout of the game for Ferris. And that is the second out of the inning, and a swing and a miss there for strike 1.
Yeah, this
is 15. He came in to run. Yeah, so he came in to run earlier. So Billingsley is batting in place of Roque. Ball in the dirt. Runner's going to go and can't find it quick enough. So a wild pitch will allow the runner to advance there.
Yeah, going to eat that. Not chance to throw, which understandably so. And so, especially with 2 outs, just let him take the base and not chance having a wild throw out there or air mailing it or anything out there in the center field. He's going to go around on that. Probably going to wish he didn't, but that was it's kind of like he's almost trying to defend himself.
More self-defense than an actual swing that time.
But ended up going around, so that does count as a strike. Strike 2 there, 1-2 count. Ferris ahead here.
Be a great opportunity to find his 4th Renaissance Bank strikeout of the night. As this pitch is hit, fouled out of play, and will reset at 1-2.
Yeah, well placed there on the outside part of the plate, and Billingsley able to get a piece of it, hang in there, and foul it off. Like you said, got a 1-2 count. 2 outs here. They do have a runner in scoring position, but 2 outs.
So waiting the 1-2 offering here from Ferris. And a grounder, and it's going to be trouble. Shortstop finds it. Throw across the way is
safe.
Not in time, as they're going to actually score the run. So heads up running there as well to get that one. It was a throw. It was deep in the hole, so it was a tough throw across the body. So I'm going to say hit.
I'm going to give it a hit, yeah. On that one, yeah, I'm going to give that a hit.
And the run did score. Now that's the question, since the throw was in the dirt and got away from the...
Yeah, the run.
So the run does score on the error then.
Yes, the run scores on the error.
So, yeah, so it will be the run score on the error. Of course, these stats are always unofficial by us. So, so it was a hit plus an error on the play. 4th error of the game for the Indians. As 0-1 is the count.
And I think there's been a lot of changes. Yeah, this is still Rogers at the plate, first baseman for East Central, batting in the 3rd spot. He's had 2 singles.
Yeah, so he's got a couple of hits, a walk, and has flown out to left. So he's had a productive day at the plate here for East Central. as they lead it now 12-0. That pitch missing outside for a ball. 1-2 now is the count. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. That is the situation that Rogers is working with here. He's got 2 outs and a runner at first. Ferris's pitch, high and outside. Great job there by Jackson to pop up and find that one. Count evens up now at 2-2. Ferris looks over at first, checks the runner. Now set to deliver the 2-2 pitch. That one runs inside. Now the count goes full at 3-2.
Yeah. Again, if you're Ferris, you got to remember, I mean, yes, he's given up that hit. A couple little errors that have transpired there to put a run on the board. But, you know, keep throwing those strikes. Go back to what you were doing. Throw the strikes. The runner does move, and that's going to be a smash over the first baseman's head. It's going to make it to the right field corner. They're going to score. I think that's Billingsley is going to score easily, stand up. I think that's Billingsley, yes. Yep. And then it's going to be a stand-up double there for Rogers.
Rogers collects his 3rd RBI of the game, his 3rd hit of the game, and it's now 13-0 here in favor of East Central. Looks like we may be having a call to the bullpen here by ICC. Breaking the action, we're going to take it with them. Back with more right after this.
Guaranty Bank, formerly known as First American National Bank, is a proud supporter of ICC Athletics. Visit gbtonline.com. Guaranty Bank, we're more than a bank, we're a community.
Join us at the W.O. Benjamin Fine Arts Auditorium for an Evening of the Arts Thursday night at 7 p.m. Admission is $10 and will include an evening of entertainment from the chamber singers, jazz band, small ensembles groups, center stage, and a live art demonstration. A Steinway piano will also be on display for the event and throughout the rest of the month. There will be a pre-event social with refreshments starting at 6 p.m. Tickets are available at iccms.edu/arts. That's the Evening of the Arts, Thursday night, 7 p.m., with a pre-event social starting at 6 p.m. at the W.O. Benjamin Fine Arts Auditorium on the Fulton campus.
It's the Fast Break Sports Show that starts your day. Mississippi Sports Today, Tuesday through Friday at 9. And if you don't catch it at 9, the MST podcast is on wherever you listen, with a team of hosts like no other.
For the folks that are listening, I mean, yeah, there is egg salad, but Drew is bringing like a refrigerated, like a pack. So
it's going to be refrigerated.
Egg salad,
yeah.
24-hour egg salad. Yeah. We're dropping like flies.
Join Craig and the guys for Mississippi Sports Today on Super Talk 101.9.
When injury knocks you out, Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi will be there for you every step of the way. We are here to get you back in the game, back in motion, back to your life. Our elite team of orthopedic specialists will work side by side with you, educating you about your treatment plan, utilizing advanced technology, and providing you with a successful path to recovery. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi. We will get you back.
LSU takes it. We'll be back next March.
Come on, y'all. This is what we've been working for. We gotta forget about last year. It's right here, right now. Y'all ready? Yeah!
Welcome back to action. We do have a new pitcher in the game here. Dr. Boggs, let us know about the new pitcher.
Tyler Sledge, I think I mentioned a while ago he was warming up in the bullpen. He's a right-handed freshman out of Amory, Mississippi, played at Amory High. Tyler does have some action on the year as pitch number 1 is fouled off down the third baseline there. Sledge so far does have 1 appearance on the year, 1 inning pitched, giving up no hits, 1 run, 3 walks, 1 K.
Those stats being brought to you by the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi. It's that pitch in there for a strike. 0-2 now is the count.
Yeah, good job there to come in and get ahead early there. And like you said, he's ahead 0-2 Indians need this big out right here with the runner in scoring position.
This is Harden at the dish for the first time this evening. That pitch just a bit outside. 1-2 now is the count. So runner at second. 1-2 is the count. 2 outs here in the top of the 6th. Sledge, the 4th Indian pitcher to take the mound this evening. And that one missing low and outside. 2-2 now is the count.
Yeah, you were ahead 0-2. Got to battle back there. Don't lose him now. Of course, I know you're not in danger yet, but don't want to get that ball 3 here.
So waiting the 2-2 offering here, and that one low and outside. Now the count goes full at 3-2.
Or just do what I said don't do.
So what you're here saying is don't listen to Dr. Bob.
Don't listen to me. Yeah.
So now the count goes full at 3-2. Runner at second. Be moving on the pitch here. Well, not necessarily. Don't have anybody behind him, as this one is fouled off, and it will get out of play. And we'll sit at 3-2 once again. I want to give kudos to the fans that have been out here all day today. Showed up at 12 o'clock, or actually before 12 o'clock, and hasn't been the just ideal day for baseball, but it's been cold, getting colder, and they're still out here battling the weather.
They are, and that one's lined out to center. Going to be a tough play. It does get down. It's going to get to the fence. That's going to score a run, and that's going to be a triple, stand-up triple, looks like, for
that is going to be Harden.
Harden, excuse me. Because I was looking down. I know they've had some pinch hitters come in, and that one I did not have written down. So,
and ironically enough, he came in to hit for Adcox, who had a triple all the way back in the second that scored a run as well.
I'll be dog. Okay, so that does score another run for East Central and put another runner in scoring position at third.
So we'll see, and we'll try to see if this is still Arner at the plate. This is number 8. Now
Yes.
This is Johnson.
Yeah, Johnson, excuse me.
So Johnson, who did bat in the previous spot, he walked. So he takes that first pitch high for a ball. Fouls this one out of play, and we'll go 1-1. Oh, wait. It overhopped. So I thought we might have had a chance to hit a vehicle there. Good job by Raphael to follow it.
Yeah.
1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. And that one in there for a strike. 1-2 now is the count.
Yeah, good job there by Sledge. Coming back there. You're ahead in the count here. Go ahead. Let's get this big out here. You don't want this runner at third to score. Keep battling while you're out there. I know it's tough up when you're down 14-0, but keep battling, and you got to be careful with that. You don't want to send one to the backstop and let the runner score on that either.
That's just an awkward release that time. It's almost like he lost the ball and just tried to guide it forward and couldn't do so. 2-2 now is the count. This one fouled back off the netting, and we'll stay at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner at third. East Central's hung 3 on the board so far here in the 6th to take a 14-0 lead over the Indians. And that pitch runs inside. Now the count will go full at 3-2.
Yeah, running it back to full. So need to get this out. The Indians need to get out of the inning big time here, not let another run score. They've already got 3 on the board this inning.
3-2 pitch, and it's outside, and that will result in a walk, and it'll be runners on the corners once again here for East Central. Second time tonight, Johnson has drawn a walk, and this will be Lowry coming back to the plate here for his second appearance of the night. He struck out swinging in his only appearance so far.
And for those of y'all that are looking, if you are, Lowry, I knew looked tall. He's 6'5".
So a little bit taller than me.
Just a shade.
About a foot.
Yeah.
Some people. So that toss over, and another one. As now Lowry will dig in.
Yeah, got a first and third situation. I'm not necessarily thinking East Central will try, but they may. You can't ever tell.
And that one almost hit some fans leaving the ballpark. Somebody got to give him a heads up.
Well, I thought that was Ralph's job out there.
That is true. So that pitch fouled off. 0-1 is the count. Another snap throw over to first, not in time. So 0-1 is the count. 2 away. Runners on the corners here for East Central. And this pitch popped up, and first baseman calling everyone off. And will make the play, and that will finally end the inning. But not before East Central hangs 3 more on the board. They lead at 14-0. We'll take a timeout and be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
That's what you do, but I just don't know which way to turn. I'm about to dance in my band.
When injury knocks you out, Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi will be there for you every step of the way. We are here to get you back in the game, back in motion, back to your life. Our elite team of orthopedic specialists will work side by side with you, educating you about your treatment plan, utilizing advanced technology, and providing you with a successful path to recovery. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi. We will get you back.
Keep watching. Okay, where's the remote?
Ugh, it's under her arm.
I'm gonna go for it.
So close.
Oh, maybe he can get it. Guess not.
I mean, can you blame him? We're delicious.
Delicious and sugar-free.
Delicious and caffeine-free. Yep. Anyway, about that remote.
Guaranty Bank, formerly known as First American National Bank, is a proud supporter of ICC athletics. Visit gbtonline.com. Guaranty Bank, we're more than a bank, we're a community.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we head now to the bottom of the 6th inning. A new pitcher in the game here for East Central, and Dr. Boggs introduces to the new pitcher here for the Warriors.
Jed Atkinson, right-hander out of Carthage, Mississippi, Leak Academy. Looks like he's coming in with no decision on the year. He does have 5 appearances, but no decision. Got a 3.38 ERA. 5 1/3 innings pitched, 2 hits given up, 8 walks, 5 Ks.
Those stats being brought to you by the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, as this will be Morris leading us off here. That first pitch missing outside for a ball. It'll be Morris, Treadaway, and Jackson. That is who's scheduled up here, but a lot of both teams getting a chance to get a lot of guys in this ball game, so we'll see if it stays that way here. Morris fouls that one out of play, going towards the soccer field, so the count will even up now at 1-1. Remind you, our next broadcast that we just found out a little bit while ago is we're going to hit the road Friday and head down to Mississippi Delta and help out our good friends out there at Delta, as they'll be hosting baseball and softball at the same time, 4-3 on the putout of Morris. Good buddy Jason Connor called and was like, man, if you guys could help, it'd be great. So not only are we going to be broadcasting that game, but we'll also be doing PA for Delta baseball that afternoon. So happy to get out there and help out down at Delta. And Dr. Boggs, I know you guys stick around here and make sure everybody gets squared away for spring break. So disappointing for you, but yeah, I appreciate you making that sacrifice to stick around here and basically do your job.
Well, I try, it's one of those things. We gotta get everybody ready, and of course we've got people moving out of the dorms, or leaving the dorms, moving out. Excuse me, don't take that. I said that wrong. They're leaving the dorms, but they do have to check out for spring break, and so. But we will have some student athletes still on campus, and those that have activities going on, but most of them be leaving on Friday and for spring break to have a good holiday and enjoy some time off before we come back for that final stretch, as we call it, of the spring semester.
Is that pitch missing? 3-0 now is the count. This is Treadaway at the plate. He's 0 for 2, a strikeout and a flyout to right field. So Atkinson, the new pitcher here, that one across for a strike. 3-1 now is the count.
Yeah, good pitch there. Able to battle back.
So waiting the 3-1 offering here from Atkinson. And there's going to be a flare, and it's going to drop for a base hit.
Yeah, it's going to be a hit. Going to be the third hit of the game here for the Indians. Much needed. Overdue. And so Indians glad to get that. Jude Treadaway with a single. 1 out, and that does bring up Bryson Jackson.
And Brad, that's how you kind of treat this game right now if you're ICC. Yes, it's 14-0, but in your mind, you want to play it as like a 1-0 game right now. See if you can manufacture a run, maybe 2, to see if you can go ahead and take in your mind, that lead, if you will. That's going to hit the batter.
Yeah, that got him right there. So that's going to put runners at first and second and bring up. That's not. Who is this?
So it's going to be number 29. That's going to be Jack Clayton.
Yes.
Coming to the plate. So Clayton will dig in with runners on first and second with 1 out here. Like I said, treat this like it's a 1-run game right now. Figure out a way to get that tying run home if you're Clayton in this situation. Looks at that pitch, fastball in there for a strike.
Yeah, I got some good velocity out there from Atkinson and throwing the ball well. Got a good pop there. So, but this is the first at bat tonight for Clayton. First action today for Clayton.
So he'll dig in with a 0-1 count, 1 out, runners on first and second. Looks at that pitch in the dirt. 1-1 now is the count. You know, I've said it for 14 years, in the dirt. It's actually in the turf. So I will continue to say in the dirt.
Yeah, it's been it's kind of a change for us here since we've done the field renovations and added that turf for home plate area. Only dirt area basically that we have is that one's going to be chopped to short. Could be a double play opportunity.
There's one, and they don't get 2, and that's going to get away, and that'll allow the run to score. So that's what you're doing. You want to find a way to get that run across. ICC does so. So that will go for a fielder's choice, E4. So no hit, but an error charged there on East Central that allowed the run to score. So the runner is out at second, but there is a runner at first. Now with 2 outs here in the inning.
Luke Wood up, grabbing a bat and batting in the 4 slot here.
So he's trying to see if he can spark something here for the Indians with 2 outs and a runner at first. That one gets away, and the runner.
Wow, good block there.
Yeah.
Got his body out there. The catcher for East Central was able to basically lunge out there and get that body out in front. Use that protection that you have as far as your chest protector and all that to knock the ball down. It did bounce out in front of him and kept the runner from advancing for Etowama. So
it looks like he might have actually hit that with his bare hand that time.
Oh, did he?
And
okay.
So the umpire going to come out and kind of give him a chance to shake it off. Good job there by the home plate umpire recognizing that and give him a chance to collect himself. So a runner at first. 1-1 is the count. There is 2 outs here. ICC does cash in on the first error of the night here by East Central. As that pitch high for a ball, 2-1 now is the count. So Atkinson on the hill here. He's relieving Lee Cano as he had a stellar performance tonight.
Did.
There's going to be a grounder. Shortstop's going to come up and boots it.
Going to be an E on shortstop right there.
So back-to-back errors now as ICC will have runners at second and first, still with 2 outs. And this is going to be Bryce Glenn coming to the plate. So the Indians find a way to extend the inning here. Can they start putting together some hits here with 2 outs in the inning? Again, you want to treat this situation like it's a 1-run ball game. Find a way to drive this run in here with 2 outs in the inning. Glenn at the plate. Rips that one, and it's going to get through for a base hit.
Don't send him.
And they're going to send the runner from second. The throw is not going to be in time.
Hit the mound, so kind of bounced sideways and slowed it down a little bit, so the run is going to score. That's an RBI single there for Glenn. 14-2 now for the game here. Still had a runner in scoring position.
You know, and that's what we keep saying. I know everybody's like, Corey, you keep saying this, but when you're down big in this situation, you do want to play it like it's situational baseball here to try to just get some experience to build on down the road. And tell you what, Brad, every time I said it, you know, treat it like it's a 1-run game, find a way to score that run. The Indians have done that here in this inning.
Yeah, so far they've done that. And again, you still got a runner in scoring position at second, and Luke Wood there. So we'll see what happens. You got Reed Kent back up here at the plate.
Reed singled in his first appearance and then grounded out to the pitcher in his second. Looks at that pitch, high for a ball. 2-0 now is the count. So 2 balls, no strikes, 2 outs. We're here in the bottom of the 6th inning. ICC has put 2 on the board. Seeing if they can keep this 2-out rally brewing here. 2-0 pitch. And this one popped a mile high, and Reed is upset with himself as the left fielder nearly dropped that one. Made it a little bit more adventurous than it should have been, but he does get the out. But ICC gets 2 runs on 2 hits and 2 East Central errors. It's 14-2. We'll take a break and be back with the top of the 7th right after this here in Fulton.
When injury knocks you out, Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi will be there for you every step of the way. We are here to get you back in the game, back in motion, back to your life. Our elite team of orthopedic specialists will work side by side with you, educating you about your treatment plan, utilizing advanced technology, and providing you with a successful path to recovery. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi. We will get you back.
LSU takes it. We'll be back next March.
Come on, y'all. This is what we've been working for. We gotta forget about last year. It's right here, right now. Y'all ready?
Kirk Herbstreit is a man of many talents, not only an athlete and a sportscaster, but also a skilled swordsman, a master chef.
Needs more lavender.
A wonder at word games.
2 tries, every time.
But his true talent lies in the art of banking.
With Renaissance Bank's great products, rewards, and easy-to-use online tools, every transaction is a masterpiece.
You might refer to Kirk as a Renaissance man.
But I call myself a Renaissance man.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. As I don't know what the first base umpire was doing. He raised his hand as if he has a question, and I think he's kind of like the rest of us. Wants to know why the home plate umpire is not getting back in the game here and just hanging out with the ICC dugout. As we've guess we're going to get this pitch coming down, because each time that the pitcher has thrown a pitch, he's looked over towards the ICC dugout at the home plate umpire as if, hey, I'm ready. Are we going to throw this down? And he's just over there hanging out, having a good time. Might be his first trip to Fulton.
That could be. You never can tell. And again, he's looking forward to that Little Caesars pizza.
That's very true too. I keep forgetting about that, and I'm looking forward to it myself here in a moment.
Absolutely.
That's going to be the only thing left open here if we play much longer.
Sure will. But you can always count on Little Caesars.
That pitch in there for a strike. 0-1 is the count here. We'll check and make sure, but I've got this to be Lewis scheduled up, but this is going to be,
I think that
yeah,
is
still
correct.
Lewis.
Still Lewis, and you still got Sledge on the mound for the Indians.
So 0-2 is the count, no outs. We're here in the top of the 7th inning. We were told this game was scheduled for 9. So that pitch, not a bad spot to miss. High and outside from Sledge. 1-2 now is the count. So Lewis awaiting the pitch here. And that's, ooh, how do you not call that strike 3 when it's 14-2, and that's a borderline pitch. Not going the way, but, man, that was a wicked little changeup he threw there.
Yeah, had a lot of movement on it, and that was going to be grounded, going to get through.
So that will go for a base hit there for Lewis, his third base hit of the game. And a nice way to lead the inning off there for East Central.
Up to bat, number 10, Langston Cotton.
And so now this will be Cotton coming to the plate. He is 0 for 3 on the day, did walk and advanced on a pass ball and an error, but was left stranded in scoring position. That was back in the 4th inning. Snap throw to first, not in time.
So leadoff single here again for the East Central, and putting the leadoff runner on. So looking to get those 2 runs back. I guess the other one we got last inning.
And this one fouled off. And the count now will go
1-1. No,
that's the first pitch. They threw over to first, I think, in the first one. It's getting late, folks. As we've been, like I said, we've been out at the ballpark since about 10 o'clock this morning.
Well, I hadn't been here since 10, so I don't want people to think that I've been here since 10. And
well,
feeling sorry for me.
The thing about it is you show up at work at like 6 in the morning. So.
No, I don't do that either.
So that pitch missing outside. 1-2 now is the count.
But you get down here way ahead, you and Ralph and Cal and crew, and get down here and set all this stuff up, and all I do is roll in and put the headphones on and get ready to talk. But so I hadn't been down here as long as y'all.
2-2 now is the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes, no outs. There is a runner at first here for East Central. 14-2 is the score here in the top of the 7th. That pitch missing low for a ball. 3-2 now is the count.
Yeah, count goes full, so no outs. Indians desperately need to get an out here and get back in the offense and try to produce some more of those hits that they were working on. But right now, East Central is producing another hit, as that's going to be a single out into right. Right fielder has a few issues trying to pick it up there, but not enough to where it's going to advance the runner. So runners that remain at first and second off the single, no outs.
15th hit of the game for East Central. And then mix in 3 errors. That wasn't good because that was underneath us, and that's going to be near my car.
I don't know what that was, but it was.
Okay. She dropped her charger. I was thinking, like, the only thing that could make that noise would be my car, and I really don't need my car blowing up in this situation.
I thought it might have been a joist or something that fell down from underneath us, and we were.
It don't matter. This building ain't going to fall. It's survived 3 tornadoes.
It has. It definitely has.
And only has lost a shingle in that mess.
So, good to know that it was just the charger.
Yeah. So that pitch runs inside. 2-0 now is the count, as this is Smith.
Still Eli Smith.
He's had a pretty good game going. 3 for 3 with the walk, 3 triples. He scored 2 runs, has driven in 2 more.
Swings through that one. That's strike 1, 2-1 count.
So 2 balls, 1 strike, no outs. Runners on first and second here. 14-2 is the score. East Central jumped out to a 6-0 lead and has not looked back as a healthy chop there. And now the count is 2-2.
Yeah, took something off that way out in front. Smith was on that, took his timing off. So, again, like you say, 2 strikes. No outs, though, and runner in scoring position for East Central.
So winning the 2-2 offering here. And, again, that little unique release, kind of a little change up there. That time he was able to find it, foul it back, and 2-2 now is the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes, no outs. Runners at first and second. Top of the 7th here. East Central at the plate and in the lead. Sledge checks the runner, now delivers. And that's a pitch that falls off the table a bit too soon. 3-2 now is the count.
Yeah, full count here for Smith. Opportunity here for him, but also an opportunity for Edwin to get the first out of the inning, as he sticks his bat out there and fouls that one off down the left field line. do it all over again on full.
Yeah, somewhere over there, Cal Brown is running our social media updates, and I don't know if he tried to make a play on the ball out there or not.
He probably caught it.
Probably did, knowing Cal. Probably caught it and put it in his pocket. He's going to take it home with
I
him.
guarantee you, that one's popped up foul. That one may get your car.
I didn't hear a honk, so we're good. The good thing is, it's paid for and it's insured well.
But no, you got to go shake the person's hand.
Yeah, that is true, too. That is true, too. That would be just a weird thing, just to walk out there in the middle of a game, shake a kid's hand, come right back up. But I'll do it because I said I have to.
So you got to.
3-2 pitch, check swing, and it's going to drop, and runners will advance without an issue there.
Yeah, so
it's just been that night for East Central. Yeah. I mean, it has. I mean, that's the 4th single of the night for Smith, and that is 16th hit of the game for East Central. ICC's also has thrown 4 errors in the mix as well. So it's one of those nights, Brad, if you're the Indians, you just look at the game, say, hey, it is what it is. Guys got the opportunities. Let's bounce back and see what we can do on Friday.
Yeah, I mean, you get to that point of the evening, and bases loaded, no outs here. And then he's going to hit Nelson there and walk a run in. That's going to be actually the 4th time Nelson's been put on with walks. Of course, 3 walks and then 1 hit by pitch there, if you want to call it, but still got put on. So
and one of the most painful RBIs he will get in his career is he was hit by the pitch and the run come across and scored. As this will be Billingsley, who singled and scored a run in his last at bat.
Well, nice.
And they're coming out to talk to the pitcher here is the catcher in this situation, so it'll be a mound visit as they're making the trek up. ICC does have somebody getting loose in the bullpen. Just started getting loose down there, so. And now
the coach is coming out.
Going to come out
I think
and
he was
talk things
like,
over. So they're trying to stall as much as they can here. Let's take a break. You know what? There's a big event coming up on campus on tomorrow night. We'll let you know more about it here on the broadcast. Back with more right after this.
Join us at the W.O. Benjamin Fine Arts Auditorium for an Evening of the Arts Thursday night at 7 p.m. Admission is $10 and will include an evening of entertainment from the chamber singers, jazz band, small ensembles groups, center stage, and a live art demonstration. A Steinway piano will also be on display for the event and throughout the rest of the month. There will be a pre-event social with refreshments starting at 6 p.m. Tickets are available at iccms.edu/arts. That's the Evening of the Arts, Thursday night, 7 p.m., with a pre-event social starting at 6 p.m. at the W.O. Benjamin Fine Arts Auditorium on the Fulton campus.
Guaranty Bank, formerly known as First American National Bank, is a proud supporter of ICC athletics. Visit gbtonline.com. Guaranty Bank. We're more than a bank, we're a community.
When injury knocks you out, Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi will be there for you every step of the way. We are here to get you back in the game, back in motion, back to your life. Our elite team of orthopedic specialists will work side by side with you, educating you about your treatment plan, utilizing advanced technology, and providing you with a successful path to recovery. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi. We will get you back.
Are you looking for a place
that creates lifelong friendships? A place that feels like home.
A place that drives you to new opportunities.
That teaches you skills to improve.
A place that sets the standard.
That challenges you to be better every day.
A place full of opportunity.
We are that place. We are Itawamba Community College, and you belong here.
Guaranty Bank, formerly known as First American National Bank, is a proud supporter of ICC athletics. Visit gbtonline.com. Guaranty Bank. We're more than a bank, we're a community.
Enjoy.
Stuffed crust, buttery garlic spread. Little Caesars really stepped it up with their stuffed crazy crust.
They really jazzed it up. Yeah! They really plussed this crust up. They really dolled it up.
Everyone out my house. How did y'all even get in here?
The housekeeper gave me a key.
Order stuffed Crazy Crust for $9.49 and get your game day delivered with Little Caesars.
Pizza.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as bases are still loaded here for East Central. We're laughing amongst ourselves because the catcher was standing at home plate, the batter was standing at home plate, the pitcher was looking over there, and the umpire was having a conversation with East Central's coach. And it was like, oh, let's play ball.
Yeah, let's get out here and play ball.
So bases are loaded, no outs here, trouble for the Indians.
Oh, right.
And foul ball.
Yeah, Billingsley was ready for that one, sitting on that fastball right there, and turned on it very quickly, just turned on it a little too fast, got those hands out there, and luckily for Etowama, it was a long strike.
Well, Brad, tell us about the new pitcher coming in the game.
Oh, thank you, yes. That's
Call to the bullpen being brought to you by Guaranteed Bank here in Fulton.
Noah Wilder.
That was not his pitch, I promise, even though it goes in there for a strike.
Noah Wilder, left-handed pitcher, freshman out of Tennessee, with us. He has had a little action this year. He's got 2 appearances, 1 2/3 innings pitched, giving up 5 hits, 2 walks, 1 strikeout as that pitch is popped up. And second baseman Treadaway is going to reel it in for the first out of the inning. And just know this, I did get the signal from Coach McCrory down there. Ralph is not running the camera anymore. He's in the bullpen.
So Raphael Henry getting loose in the bullpen down there for us.
This is 5th pitcher tonight. So Ralph is in the bullpen running, getting warmed up in case we need another one.
So bases stay loaded there, is unable to advance on that shallow pop fly, as this one's going to be hammered out to left field. They might test the arm of the left fielder here. And they are. The throw is not going to be in time, as it's going to put another run on the board, and runners able to advance on that sacrifice fly, being brought to you by the ICC BSU. They meet Monday nights at 7:07 in the Fine Arts Auditorium. They'll be heading off to Panama for their spring break mission trip. Going to team up with some other BSU programs throughout the country and do some work down there, and doing a great job is the ICC BSU. This pitch popped up. Foul territory, and
dropped.
Can't make the play. That one kind of just knifed away at the last second, and tough break because those are the outs you got to make.
Yeah, you got runners still at second, third in scoring position for East Central. They did get those 2 runs back that Etowama put on the board last inning, so it's 16-2. Definitely don't want any more.
And so there is 2 outs in the inning. Runners at second and third. That pitch inside, missing for a ball. 1-1 now is the count.
Any of y'all out there still listening to me and Adam, which I don't blame you if you're not, but if you are, shoot us a text.
Well,
just let us know that you like us.
As there's going to be a fly ball out to center field. Center fielder will jog up, make the play, and get the 3rd out of the inning. Ironically enough, as soon as you said that, Michael Upton texted in and said, wow, just tuned in.
Just tuned in.
We'll head to the bottom of the 7th. 16-2, East Central with the lead. We'll take a break and be back with more. And Michael, this is for you.
Join us at the W.O. Benjamin Fine Arts Auditorium for an Evening of the Arts Thursday night at 7 p.m. Admission is $10 and will include an evening of entertainment from the chamber singers, jazz band, small ensembles groups, center stage, and a live art demonstration. A Steinway piano will also be on display for the event and throughout the rest of the month. There will be a pre-event social with refreshments starting at 6 p.m. Tickets are available at iccms.edu/arts. That's the Evening of the Arts, Thursday night, 7 p.m., with a pre-event social starting at 6 p.m. at the W.O. Benjamin Fine Arts Auditorium on the Fulton campus.
right, Little Caesar's Crazy Puffs. Whoa!
Is this little bad kid?
Birthday cake comes in. It is so cute. My dad's eating Crazy Puffs again. Don't ask.
Whoa. Have you tried the new bacon ones?
There are bacon ones?
Pizza.
Guaranty Bank, formerly known as First American National Bank, is a proud supporter of ICC athletics. Visit gbtonline.com. Guaranty Bank. We're more than a bank, we're a community.
Welcome back as we got another call to the bullpen here as East Central bringing in the pitcher. It'll be their third pitcher of the night. And Dr. Boggs, tell us about the new pitcher.
Nelson Haas.
Yes.
Is coming in or has come in for East Central. Right-hander freshman out of Brandon, Mississippi, Brandon High School. And I'm looking, he does have 1 win, no losses on the year. Third appearance, 4 1/3 inning pitched, 4 hits, 3 runs, 2 walks, 3 Ks.
Sidearm guy, so we'll see how ICC adjusts to it, as they're going to say that was ticked for strike 1. 0-1 is the count here.
This is Andrew Williams for ICC up to the plate.
His second. Yeah. He grounded back to the pitcher.
Oh.
And he's going to wear one there. So he's going to get hit by a pitch. And, again, if you're going to get back in this ball game, you got to do it one bag at a time. And so a good job of taking one for the team there, as this will be number 7. Stallnaker. He is 1 for 2 on the day with a single. And, Brad, again, I know fans get tired of me saying this, but you want to play this situational baseball. 1-run ball game right now. Runner on first. Got to find a way to get him to home, but instead it's going to be a double play, and
I didn't think he stepped on it. I guess he did.
It was close, so instead they're going to turn a Little Caesars double play there for 2 outs here in the inning and erase the base runners.
Well, I would like to make note, we do have, besides Michael Upton, we've got one person listening to us, and Paul Nixon, the athletic director at East Central, has let me know that he is listening, and of course, I know he's rooting on his East Central Warriors, and number 2 in the nation. And Paul's a good guy. Had the opportunity to be around Paul quite frequently, and so Paul does a good job down there at East Central. And appreciate Paul letting us know that Michael Upton's not the only one listening to us.
Now there's going to be a flare out to the gap in right field, and that's going to go for a base hit for the Indians, and a clutch hit there. Was that Morris that time, or do we have somebody come in for Morris?
Morris, I think.
Okay, so Morris does get the hit there. It gets a little confusing after a while, as many substitutions been made tonight, as that hit drops for the 5th hit of the evening here for ICC. Snap throw to first, not in time.
So Jude had a single his last at bat. Big single there, and so I would say he started something, but really didn't start a big rally for Etowama. That was grounded to second.
And a bobble, and that's going to be another error.
Going to be an error on the second baseman, so Jude reaches base on the error. So we got runners at first and second, 2 outs here. With Bryson Jackson back up at the plate.
That is the 3rd error of the game for East Central. ICC has made 4. So really, that's kind of these errors coming late. They had 2 in the previous inning that allowed ICC to get something going and put 2 runs on the board, but they answered in the top half to get those 2 runs back. So with 2 outs, runners at first and second, ICC at the plate, ball in the dirt, blocked up nicely, ball 1.
Yeah, time called, going out to speak with his pitcher, speak with Haas, make sure they're on the same page here with everything, and so coming back again, 2 outs here, 1 runner in scoring position. Still a extremely cool night out here, but I will say this, even with Paul listening, had a lot of good fans that came out from East Central tonight, and they're still here cheering on the East Central Warriors here. So, Paul, you congratulate your fans and kudos to them for coming out, and we were glad to have them as that one's grounded to second.
It's going to be tough.
Going to be tough.
And then that's another error.
Another error, and that's going to score
and
a
the
run.
Indians are going to punch in a run there.
So the grounder, a little dribbler to second, a little error on the throw, and so allows a run to score. So 16-3, and now is a runner at first and third.
Yeah, tough go at it over at second for Nelson as he's had back-to-back errors now. ICC will have runners on the corners with 2 outs now.
And this is Clayton for Etowama.
Yes, Clayton reached on a fielder's choice. Also an error on the play in there, and that was also an error on the second baseman. So that's the third error of the night on Nelson. Pitch outside, blocked up nicely there for a ball. 1-0 is the count. Well, again, join us Friday afternoon at noon. We'll have ICC Baseball, a rare road broadcast, as we'll go down and help our friends out at Mississippi Delta, as they'll have both ICC Baseball and softball going on down there at Delta. So be sure to tune in for that, as that pitch gets away and will score the run, and the runner will stop at second. They threw their hands up and said that maybe there's a drain over there the ball kind of got tangled up in.
Yeah, and that's going to bring the East Central coach out to have a conversation here with 2 outs, as now we've gotten back 16-4, 12-run lead.
And that's the thing, too. I mean, you get up really big here, you kind of start losing focus. And I think that's honestly what we're seeing out of this East Central squad, because this is not how they typically play. And, you know, you're looking at guys, you know, 18, 19, 20, 21 years old and up big and, you know, maybe don't get to play a lot in these situations, and kind of just the coach needs to come out there and drop a friendly reminder saying, hey, we got a long drive home. Let's take care of this thing.
Yeah, you got to finish it out. I mean, you got to finish, and that's what's big. And I know that's what East Central is stressing now is, hey, let's finish. You know, it's you know, we've been here. We've put a lot of runs on the board. Yeah, we've got a lot to be proud of in this game here, but finish. You know, if you don't finish strong, you know, that's not going to do you any good. So throw strikes. You got a 16-4 lead. I mean, throw strikes. You know, and I know that's what they're also stressing. Throw the ball up there and let your defense play behind you. There's no reason not to. You got a 12-run lead.
So that pitch missing low, 3-0 now is the count here to Clayton. Runner at second with 2 outs here for the Indians. Taking the whole way that time. That pitch in there for a strike. 3-1 now is the count. ICC gets the 2 runs back that they gave up in the top half of the inning. 16-4 is the lead here in the bottom of the 7th. Waiting the 3-1 offering here to Clayton. He finds a piece of that one, and it's going to be a long throw across the way, and it's going to be in time for the out. Boy, that was a tough play. Impressive there. Good job by Haas to come back and clean things up there, and I believe that is going to do it, as the run rule is in effect. As the final of this one, ICC falls by the final score of 16-4 here in the nightcap. Been a long day, so we're going to roll right into the Renaissance Bank post-game report. Dr. Boggs, some days the sun shines down on you. Well, it didn't us, but it did East Central. They did a good job of taking advantage of the opportunities early. Had the bats heated up, great pitching, and it showed why they're the number 2 team in the country.
Yeah, they did. You know, I know they had a tough outing against Holmes earlier today in Game 2 of this triple-header. But man, did they ever respond, and they responded in a heck of a way. But you come out in the first inning and you put 6 runs up in the top of the first. Now, I say this lightly too, because I'm never pulling anything away from East Central on this, because they are a great baseball team. They did what they had to do to win tonight, but Etowama did not help themselves with all these walks. You know, I mean, the walks that they produced, putting people on, all that. East Central took advantage of that and were able to drive these runs in, and kudos to them. Then you had great pitching from East Central. Not great pitching from Etowama tonight, great pitching from East Central. Fantastic job by them coming out tonight. And again, when you're a pitcher and your offense comes out, put 6 runs on the board for you in the first inning, why not? I mean, like you say, rear back and throw it. I dare you. I dare you to hit it. Dare you to put it in play. And rightfully so. That's good. And he had less pressure on himself. So through a good game, kudos to him. Kudos to East Central and their squad for coming out here, taking charge of this game tonight. Etowama's got a lot to clean up. Etowama's errors happened a lot earlier than East Central's. East Central's errors did not happen till later on in the game. And so a lot of things for Etowama to clean up, go revisit, especially conference play starting next week, Wednesday, against Mississippi Gulf Coast. So they got a lot to clean up and be ready to go for conference play.
16 runs, 16 hits, 4 errors for East Central. 4 runs, 5 hits, 4 errors for ICC. East Central improves to 15-4 on the year. ICC falls to 12-6. That's going to do it for tonight's broadcast. We appreciate everyone that's been with us with the Marathon of Baseball today. 3 games here in Fulton, all on the ICC Sports Network. So for Casey Smith, Cal Brown, Raphael Henry, Dr. Brad Boggs, I'm Adam Gore saying see you Friday when we head down to Mississippi Delta for baseball. As that'll do it here from Fulton. ICC wins the first one 8-2 over Holmes. Holmes wins the second one 5-3 over East Central. Then East Central closes things out with an impressive 16-4 win here over the Indians. Have a great weekend, and as always, roll Tribe.
That's what you do, but I just don't know which way to turn. I'm about to dance in my pants.